Hey everyone, Pot ISM. Welcome to Friday night's live at the bench show. So yet again, another week has just completely vanished. Don't know where they go. It is absolutely crazy. But before we know it, it's Friday night and we're back live yet again. So everyone's had a good week, stayed safe, been sensible, done plenty of modelling. We're here for a few hours today to keep you entertained. So as always, if you're in the chat, say hello. If you've got any questions, pop them in there, put a question mark in front of it, and we'll get to it as and when we can through the night. So, full show tonight, including an extra bit. We've got Dan looking at your work on the Facebook page and forum. And as always, the most voted for build of the night by you guys and girls out there won a £10 UMP gift voucher. We've also got a £50 UMP gift voucher to give away in our random number generator draw later on. It's the last one of these. 3 of them were donated by Rich Blondin. Very, very kind of donated his birthday fund money to the show. So some lucky person will win that later. And all you've got to do is pick one number. No idea when it'll be. It'll just be randomly done through the night. But one of you will get the chance to win that. Tim's got some new kits to look at. Not a massive amount, but there's some there. It's a bit slow at the minute. Yeah, but Tim's going to look at those at some point through the night. We've got questions for the crew with Al. We've got Simon, who's going to be looking at everything you've been buying this week. And Simon will also be getting interviewed tonight as well by Norman. It was a last-minute decision. I haven't even told half of these. They don't even know because I forgot. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see Simon's thoughts on things, how he got into this, his favourite position, how he likes to... Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, an interesting show. So stick around. Make sure you say hello in the chat. If not, we'll say hello to you when you pick your number later on. And that's that. So tonight, we've still got no Sam, unfortunately. Hopefully be with us soon, but I don't think he's going to be joining us tonight. I don't know. But we've got me, we've got Tim, we've got Luke, we've got Dan, we've got Alan, we've got Al, we've got Simon, we've got Norman, and we've got Jim as well. Have you had a good week?
Reasonable.
Not bad, mate.
Yeah. I love how enthusiastic we always sound for that.
Yay!
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone's had a good week by the sound of it, which is great. Everybody else out there has as well. Don't forget, we'll be here on Sunday morning as well, 9:30 for a few hours. So if you're knocking around, come and join us. And that's it, really. Don't forget, 30th of October, Multisphere auctions on all night. Going to be very, very busy. We've got well over 40 auction lots so far. I think we're going to have probably around 50, to be honest.
By the end of it, yeah.
Pretty good.
Easily 50, because there's loads to come off UMP yet. So it's going to be a good night. Hopefully you come and join us, and we'll make some great money for that wonderful charity and support some very worthwhile and honourable people who deserve the help they require. Oh, look at Luke showing off his Warhammer stuff in the background.
Yeah.
He's turned into a nerd. Do you smell the BO yet?
Not yet, mate. Not yet. But I haven't gone through the box yet. So.
How you doing, Luke?
So, what's everyone working on tonight then, Tim?
I think I've got all the parts cleaned for the little Ford. I'm still waiting for the wheels, so I'm a bit dubious about how to start with it. But yeah, I think I might try and get some more of it sort of shaped up and make sure things are going to fit. That's it.
Cool. I'm trying to there we go. Close that.
Mine's
Al.
Well, I think I'm going to be working on my P38, the Tamiya 48th tonight.
For you.
Ooh.
Just can I make a start on that?
Excellent. Luke.
Warhammer Terrain.
Ooh.
Oh, T-Rain.
T-Rain.
Jim.
I'm working on some doodads for my RF4E I just started, and then there's a few things I'm going to fix on my Harrier that need to be fixed. So source some parts, so I'll get that straightened out tonight too, hopefully.
The less we know about your area, the better, probably.
Are they D-dads or doodads?
Over here, it's doodads,
Huh.
or whatever you want to call
I
them.
did it about that.
Thingamajig.
That's what mums do over here. Norm.
They don't do norm, do they?
Well, the Enigma's ready for primer.
Ooh.
Get out of it. You
No,
can't kid
ain't
us.
go no further than that. What are you on about? Come on now.
Prime.
It's all done up ready. It's all ready for primer. I don't know whether to start the Gladiator or clean up some parts on other kits.
You like gladiator movies?
Well, we want to be amused, so the Gladiator would suit.
Don't stick with it.
Entertained, isn't it? Sorry.
So I might start the Gladiator, actually.
Alan.
Works continuing on the Trumpeter GT40 in 12 scale. It's a bit of a slow burner, this one, but it's getting there slowly.
Alan's sporting his outdoor cushions again tonight.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Gotta get a bench. Where's the kettle?
Well, I've got to sleep somewhere after, haven't I?
Oh, that's a good point. Simon.
Probably continue on the Panzer, which has just been primed, and the Braun Tyrrell 020 Tamiya 120th.
I'll be working on interior for the Mustang, I think, is what I'm working on tonight. And that's us all done.
Hey,
Just quick. So, Paul, I saw you.
Yeah, we have. I've still got Dan. I left him out, so if you notice.
I didn't know that.
He doesn't care.
No, I really don't.
I think I feel the same as you tonight, Dan.
I'll be fumbling along still with that.
Monkey on a bike.
Ooh, I nearly
Yeah,
said-
yeah. Anyway, I look forward to that, Dan.
yeah.
Look forward to that.
Yeah. Instructions are, they want you to paint it before the two halves of the frame are glued together.
If you can, do it before. They might not fit together, might they?
Well, so I'm having to just pick my way through and just, stumble lightly, let's say.
Excellent.
I was gonna say. Well, actually, no. Sorry, you're gonna say what you're gonna do. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
I was
Oh, no, I haven't. Yeah, no, I have. I said what I was going to do. Come.
You put up the post on your Paul at ISM about suggestions of stuff we want to see done in the we'd like to see you do in the future. Was there anything mentioned that you caught your eye in there?
Yes.
Everything, Tim.
No, there was one in particular.
Well, you lagged out perfectly then.
No, I didn't. I just went yes, and left it.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, sorry.
I just left it like that. Yeah, there is. It's a build I've always wanted to do. And it's out of production, but I've seen one. Probably isn't broke at the minute, so I can't get it. I'm going to do the overwhelming voting now is for an F1 car.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So many, at least half. I reckon half the people asked in there for an F1
Oh, really?
car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I commented and then forgot to go back and check, so I thought,
okay. And it was mostly 120th and old. So
yeah,
I reckon Martini Lotus 79.
Oh,
yeah.
Always wants to do that kit, and I did plan to do it before, but we won't get into that.
Yeah.
But I'll be building this one on my own. So it's out of production now, and it's going for silly money, but I know there's one for a good price.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll pick one up when I can, I think.
Nice. It's a Hasegawa kit, isn't it?
No, Tamiya.
It's big. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I just love that beautiful green Martini scheme.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Very,
I
very
look
nice.
forward to seeing that one.
You can't go wrong with a Martini scheme, though, can you? Let's face it.
You can't.
Dan's favourite.
So yeah, that's what
it's not the white one. It's not the white one with the red and blue stripes, Dan. It's the old green style.
If it says Martini, you can't go wrong.
Okay.
I've had it before. We did do a F1 build, and I was going to build it, but yeah, I'll leave it there. So I plan to get one, and I think I might video build it.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
I think so.
Hang on, that might be a video build Tim might even watch.
I doubt it.
No, you're very wrong, Dan. You're very wrong.
Here's a question I was going to put on the page today, but I didn't have a chance. But I'll ask in here. Obviously, I've got the Mustang build on the go, and part 1's out already. Yeah. And I've got a bit of part 2 filmed, and once I get the interior together, that'll be ready. I have the full first part of the Impala filmed, ready to go as well. Should I release it now?
Yeah.
And run them side by side, or wait till the Mustang's done?
I'll release it now. Run them side by side.
Well, I'll go with the majority vote in here and in the chat. Obviously, some of you are my viewers. I kind of want to release it, but
on my own, I'm more interested in the Impala than the Mustang, so I'd like to see the Impala now.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the problem is what I try not to do, and we'll put some up a lot of videos, and it is critique, and if anyone's watching, tough. A lot of people follow the same format, and it's literally exactly the same. I know mine are, but I always try and move it around a bit, or show something different, or not show every part being primed because you don't want to see that and things. But the first part of all my videos are the same because it's just the same process. I can't change it. Yeah. It's always the body prep, body prime, body paint, decal, 2K. So it's going to be that again as well. But I literally voice over it today, hence why there was no hangout.
Paul,
I bought a video game for that reason as well. Yes.
Well, my suggestion would be is because the Impala's got all of the BMF on it, focus on that a bit more in the first one because that makes it different.
I've done that in the Chevelle build. I showed it a little bit more in depth.
Okay.
So I don't want to show that again. But it is shown. It is shown in there. But I can't. That first process of the build is always going to be the same. Unless I start on the running gear, it'll always be the same video, and it's always the same process. But you know, I've got 45 minutes showing that, and that's as far down as I can cut it from 4 hours of footage.
That's fine. That's what. Well, it's the build. That's what happened. Yeah. Sometimes some parts were always going to end up being pretty much the same as build to build. Only until you build something different do you either do the armor or the planes. Does the beginning build process change? Because that's how you build cars. That's how you do it. It doesn't. I wouldn't worry about that myself.
Well, the chat's all saying side by side. Doesn't think I've seen anyone say singly yet.
I was going to say, the only thing I'd say, you're going to jump straight into another video build after finishing both of them, or you're going to lay off it?
Don't know, mate. Shall I go? I enjoyed the video builds. I just don't enjoy.
Because if you're not going to do anything after, there'll be a drought then, won't there?
Yeah. No, I don't think there will be. If you want to see me do foiling, go back to the Chevelle video. Show it in there. Yeah. The only difference in this one is I did the foil before the 2K this time.
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier, and I think it looks better personally.
I was just about to say, what does that look like with 2K over the top?
I really liked it on my Eldorado underneath. Yeah. It looked really nice.
Yeah. So I'm glad I tried it. So.
Look at the pictures, Dan. Looks good.
Oh, Hugh. I'll have a word with you, Hugh.
What's he saying?
He's saying put them up singly.
Can't get staff.
Gets him to edit them, that'll be fun.
You got to understand about Hugh. He's mental.
Oh, is he?
Oh, just off the planet, man.
It's no pressure, Daryl, at all, mate. It's none. It'll spur me along in the build. Otherwise, sadly, as Tim said, I've got more interest in the Impala than the Mustang, and it'll sit there while I do the Impala.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right. So, yeah, that'll probably be up tomorrow then, I reckon.
Oh, brilliant.
Are you going to do the Tamiya Super 7 24 kit to go to Kitty? I'm not a big fan of that car, Brian, to be honest. I'm not a fan of it. They look a bit, compared to a Caterham, they look a bit boring. It's a cool little kit, but no, probably not, mate. Probably not. And it'll never compare to that. There she is, Brian. Look, Bride of Brace. Place. Yeah, good old Caterham. That's beautiful. If anyone wants to build a nice kit, get that Caterham. That thing is phenomenal.
I'll wait for the bike version to come out. Hopefully, fingers crossed that does.
What gets re-released?
Yeah, I would imagine it will do.
Alan's got one. Alan's got one.
Has he?
Yeah,
got the green one, the pre-painted green one.
Yeah, the JPE version.
Oh, really? Well, that fluorescent green one, you mean?
Yeah, the fluorescent yellow, yeah.
Yeah, I want that one.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool as hell.
You want to buy it?
I tell you now, if you're a car builder, that's the coolest kit you'll build.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like building your own kit car.
Yeah, it is a very
Well,
nice kit inside it. Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I'm in two minds whether to do it or not. That one. So
Definitely.
Yes, that's worth
If not,
a
give me
huge amount of money.
say again, sorry, Tim.
They go for huge money.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. If you ever sell it, come and see me, Al. Second hand and old, worth about £100.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I nearly managed to get one for about £100 on eBay.
Yeah, and he's dingy down here, didn't he?
Oh,
I've seen a couple go for over 400 on eBay. The yellow ones.
yeah. Yeah, they were. To be honest, there's one, a normal version sold the other day for about 300, about 350 it was.
Yeah.
Which is about right for what they are, really. So that's quite good to see. It'd be nice to get the one with the bike front wheel guards. I do.
Well, that's what this one's got. The JP one. That's what this one's got. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Cool.
Very
Do you want to read some chat, Tim?
Yeah, I'll flick through there. First off, we've got Robbie B saying hi all, and there's me. Alan Parker, evening everyone. Brian Moran, evening Paul Crew, and watchers around the world. Simon Shorey, hello everybody, peeps. John Stones, greetings, Spruce Smugglers. Hope you have all. Let me move my screen. That might help. Hope you all have had a great show. Thanks to Paul and all the team Model On. Gary Patches there, evening crew and chat. Patrick McGeever, evening everyone. Mark Coombs, good evening everyone. Kelvin Hoyle, good morning from Vancouver all. Hope everyone is well. Rudiger's there. Hello everyone, hope you're all well and safe. Mike Batliner, good evening from cold and dark Liechtenstein. That is German, isn't it, Liechtenstein?
That's a Surrey, isn't it?
Could quietly be. Mr. Joseph Perot, hello everyone. Jiff Jaff there saying howdy partners. Sean White, evening guys. Brian Wimmer says I did not make a mistake this time. Well done.
Yeah, he didn't thumbs us down.
Yeah, well done, well done. Malcolm Plummer, evening everyone. Darryl Masters, good evening. Hope all is well and staying above rainwater.
It's pretty bad here, to be fair. It's pretty bad.
Sorry to interrupt. Simon, remind me of that Ferrari build in a minute and I'll mention it.
Yeah, okay.
Norm D saying good evening, fellow sprue fiddlers. Windmill saying good evening. Oh, hey, Mika's there. Hello, everyone. Yari T, good evening. Hugh Gordon, 124C, evening all. Ride the wind. Good evening, chaps from the bottom of England. Yeah, it's raining. Mr. Al McNeese there, evening all. Gary saying it's interrogation time, Simon. Have you got a Gestapo style lamp to point at your face while we're doing it?
I don't know, but if you put a red armband on with that shirt, Tim, it ain't too far away.
I'm looking a bit.
You have to be Hitler Youth, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So I've got all my questions ready. Don't worry.
Cool. Hey, no, we're the ones with the questions. You're the ones.
What questions?
You're not asking us the questions.
Oh, now I've got hold of the wrong end of the stick then.
Well, yeah, you keep tugging at that stick.
If it was a stick this time.
Michael Lang saying hello, mates. Ken Fisher saying hello, everyone. Jeff Light, good evening, guys. Gary's just being rude. You're going to get a. I think I should give him a 110-minute ban. That's what I should do.
What he's done? What's he done?
Oh, he's just being Gary, isn't he? That's what he's being. He's just being Gary.
Being naughty.
Not being Tim.
Yeah. But maybe. Luke Wall saying evening, fellas. Mark Ewing, evening, guys. How's things? Razor, hello, also my friends. Happy Friday.
Oh, right.
John Howard, very good evening, everyone. Building on the budget models, evening all. Hugh's asking, is there a parrot in here, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there is. My chat just skipped a little bit. Must
have been the parrot.
There we are. Hello, peeps from Mr. 100% Bob. King Dan's in there. Yo-Yo Peeps. Simon Reed, evening. All Matt 58. Hello, everyone. Tribune 43, hi peeps. KK, glad you haven't got another one. Hello crew, really enjoyed that last week. It was very funny. Have a great show. Tim's off his meds. No, they just haven't given to me.
Off his tits.
Matt D, what's up everyone from Chile, Central Florida? I didn't think Florida. Anyway, when he says Chile and Florida, those two words don't
being
go
on 25C.
Yeah. Oh, it's a slight jumper. Well, Auntie's there. Hello, everyone. Steve, hello, all plastic fanatics from Southport, and a good evening to Paul and the Sprue crew. Butcher's there. Hello, everyone. Straight from work at the ambulance station here.
Oh.
Me too.
Yeah. Lazar, 1982 evening. All.
That's
Tony's
Rick.
there. Hey?
Rick.
I'll remember that.
No, you won't, because you said that last week and nobody remembered it.
My chance. Tony's there. Totally Scale Models evening. All. David Gilmore. That's David. Hi, everyone. Auntie's there saying good evening, everyone. Have a good start to the weekend. Tam McMillan evening. All. Dosey through. D3C. That's meant to be space, spell something, but I can't see it. Evening anyway. Yeah, Luke also love to see you do a Formula One. Hugh Gordon's at any time and he plays anywhere, eh? David Bennett, good evening, everyone. Sean Bradder evening, all.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, all saying side by side. Evening, everyone from Steve Partridge. Hope you're all well and safe. John Loftus, hi guys. Definitely side by side. Way to go. Yeah, I want to see how Paul did the metal foil working. Yeah, I said just go check the previous video on the what was it? Chevelle.
Well,
Thank you. Luke Wall said, yeah, I went back to watch the Chevelle after you mentioned it on Facebook the other day. That colour was beautiful.
That was a good colour.
Yeah, Hughes off the good boy list saying single there. Naughty him. Luke Wall, just get Tim to edit them. That'll be fun. I could do some editing. I'd get bored after 5 minutes, I'll be honest. Like you say, doing the videos is perfectly fine. It's the sitting there editing, having to listen to yourself. That's very boring. It's
not too bad now. We're doing the voiceover.
Oh, okay. So that helps a lot.
It's not I don't have to listen to me waffling on.
Yeah, that would get.
And believe it or not, most of the time that voiceover is done in one go as I go through.
Okay.
It. Yeah, I don't really stop. Which is why I stumble sometimes, which I do think quite a bit on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Darryl saying take the pressure off yourself and do them single builds. Well, maybe you're always building at least 2 kits pretty much at one go, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so Brian was asking if you're going to do the 124 Super 7 to go with the little kitty.
Doubt it.
Yeah, it's not that great now. That's an older kit one. Hugo Model Work. Hello everyone. Mike Tynan, good evening all. Matt D said, don't be lazy guys, give the video a thumbs up. Very true. Francis Paré, hello. Evening all from Peter E. Smith. Good evening one and all from Coleman Studios. Clarky, good evening one and all. Scott Scale Models evening chat. So hit the thumbs up, peeps. Thanks for joining us tonight. Seeing what I'm after on eBay, 48 scale Airfix Buccaneer. Bloody Nora, yeah. Some price these days. Double boxing, nearly £70. Suppose it's not so bad really, but it's not the best kit though.
Where's your Buccaneers?
On your booking head.
If you wait around, someday someone might actually produce a new one, if we're lucky. Yeah, exactly. Charles Stellini's great weekend, guys. Cole Duran, evening all. Crappy day made happier by picking up my second Apex. Oh, just a point actually, Hugh. If you wait until the auction, I'm not saying anything, but there is a Buccaneer in there.
Ooh. And there's a Buccaneer Apex as well.
Ooh, love it. Evening chats from Ian. Evening, Ian. Francis was saying, nice listening to the show while I working on construction of urgent COVID centres for the next wave. Ooh. So is he working on the centre of a COVID? Maybe he is, maybe isn't. John saying, hope you guys are online Sunday. I need to ask a question about my Apex. Why don't you ask it now?
Asking how you on, John?
You don't have to wait till Sunday, John. We can answer questions now.
Sunday.
So someone apparently is trying to sell the Tamiya 124 Mercedes AMG Kavistos for £1,000. Yeah, they just.
It's more likely out of stock and they've done that to save. I can take the listing down.
Yeah.
Cost them more money to relist it than just edit.
Yeah, when you're a shop, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Model making Tucker saying hi all. Totally see. I was saying, Tim, do you know when the Polar Lights Galileo is being released over here?
Amadeus.
Oh, I've no idea. I don't even know what that is.
It's a space shuttle out of Star Trek.
Oh,
Whoa. It might actually be DS9. Nerd.
I'll be
Well,
honest.
I'm sure right now, as Tim will agree, there are professional Star Trek forums up in arms about this right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they are.
If professional car forums can get up in arms because Tim doesn't recognise the difference between an E30, I don't know, 8 and an E24 BMW.
Yep.
They'll be up in arms about that.
Those Stargate fans will be
Battlestar Galactica. What do they call it? Battlestar Galactica.
Wasn't the Galileo the name of the shuttle in the original series?
There's always one, isn't there?
There's always one that's got
number one, he's a nerd. Number two, he wasn't listening.
When do I ever listen? Just ask my wife.
Well, he's through there. Or pay attention.
Yeah.
Or pick up his rubbish. Or put his phone in the right place.
Throw his phone away.
Yeah, throw his phone away. Buy the right phone in the first place.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Naked Models there saying evening, everyone.
Hey, Tony.
Oh, I said Tony was Tony Scammers. Sorry, Steve. I don't know why I said that earlier. Sorry, Steve. Got your name wrong there. You're not Tony. We can make sense of Steve. Tony's on. Yeah, moving on. I just want these. I don't know what his name's. D3C. As soon as I said the word Tony, it sort of started coming through.
I like Luke Ward's comment. Battlestar Galactic Tech was Deep Space Phantom Menace.
That one. Apparently, just bought a 148 Mohawk and a full set of Big Ed photo etch parts. Watching for tips. Yeah, don't use all of the etch. Is probably the best tip. Just use the bits that look like they're not going to fall off as soon as you touch the model. Probably a good start for that one.
I don't mean to look rude here. I am posting my build in Dan section. I forgot to do it. So bear with me.
I hope you're not looking aimlessly out off screen there, Paul. Careful.
No?
Nope. Evening all, just started watching my Volt Mustang GT4, Simon Brown. John Harris, hi all. Fucking hell from Gordon.
All right, calm down.
Right. Luke Ward saying 2 airbrushes, elitist, very much.
100%.
FXS saying hello, lads. Sorry, B. How do you remove residue from a canopy masking tape and protect the have glass? Anyway, what's your guys' best tip for removing the sticky masking tape from the canopy? Which means then you don't remove the paint that you've already put on it.
Put more tape on it.
Yep.
This is the Scale Modelers gang sign.
Or throw airbrushes at it, Jim's saying.
Yeah, hate using an airbrush. That'd be the best of it.
Or UMP airbrush clean on a cotton bud.
Yeah, with the little pointy Tamiya
cotton buds.
Yeah, those little Tamiya ones. One of those with a little bit of that on it. Yeah, you'll get in the corners.
It will be best.
It's a shuttle from a toss. Totally off-world.
The original series.
I was trying to say something then without swearing, and it wasn't going to happen. Battlestar Galactica, yeah, Wars, Deep Space Phantom, yeah, like that. TSN has my back. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Gotcha.
John Stone can't pull the trigger off to the. Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
I
I was like to reread what he's saying. Can't pull the trigger to the rear. Something is stopping it completely. Clean and has never happened before. Maybe something is worn.
It's
Right.
not completely clean.
I know exactly what it is. Take the barrel off the brush, take the chuck needle off, take the needle out, undo the spring barrel so it all comes out, put it back in. It's not been put back together completely properly, and it's the inner trigger pull just catching as it comes through. So just take all the back off and undo the bit that takes out where the spring is inside. Take it out and it should move then and screw it back in. You must have, well, I'm going to guess you've had it in bits, John. When you screwed it back together, it's not quite seated right because it will stop it. Try that. Let us know. It'll take you 2 minutes to do.
Yeah. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot saying evening. Oh, and we're pretty much at the end of the chat there.
And it'd be a good point for me to remind you, Paul, about the Ferrari build.
So I bought a few Ferraris. Well, actually, that's a lie. I bought one recently, and I think we've done it before. But I think we opened it up generally to anything Italian. So what I want to do, I was going to originally do a Ferrari build, but I think we'll do it to any thoroughbred Italian supercar as a build.
Oh, it's got to be Italian. Well, hang on. So, does Lamborghini class as that? Is that right?
Where they built now?
That's a bit debatable, isn't it?
It's well known as an Italian brand.
Yeah,
though,
so I think it'll be without that one.
So basically, it's decent cars like Lambo. All right, modern day Lambos are all right.
Oh, that's hilarious. Funny. Sorry,
Diablo onwards.
Yeah.
Are all right. So yeah, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. I so wish anyone watching who makes kits, please make a Maserati Quattroporte.
Oh yeah,
such a good car. Such an underrated, understated looking car.
There's virtually, I don't think there's really
never seen them.
Hits at Maseratis. That's all, is there really?
You never see them on the road either. Everyone, get money. They go buy a Ferrari. Don't buy a Ferrari. Everyone's got one. Go buy a Maserati. You might spend more time on the side of the road.
The Gran Turismo, that 2-door is a lovely car. Really nice car.
The problem is, unless you look at them properly, you mistake it for a Mondeo. They are very understated looking cars, aren't they?
The new Ghibli is just...
Ghibli?
Ghibli. Yep, the new Ghibli.
You're making stuff up now.
No, nope. Definitely not.
So it has to be an Italian supercar. And what defines a supercar?
E55.
Isn't it technically 200 mile an hour plus? Or was that hypercar? That's hypercar. That's hypercar, isn't it?
Supercar is anything unsuitable for anything normal.
I was going to name it the Italian stallion build.
So someone's asking Lancia Stratos. Adrian. No, it doesn't. That's not That's not an Italian supercar.
Well, it's got a Ferrari Dino engine in the back, so it's not very quick.
Exactly.
No, I think it's gonna be mostly Ferrari and Lamborghini, isn't it? What else can we get kits of? Because Alfa Romeo certainly don't count.
Yeah, there's no.
Dan's in the chat. Dan Edmonds is in that chat.
There's no alphas that you could say are supercars.
No.
There's that 6C thing, but that's not really a supercar. It's just a bit of a lightweight.
So somebody does the old
Bugattis, the old Bugattis.
110, don't they?
Oh, yeah, EB110s. Yeah, that's a supercar.
And you've got the Hyura, the Panigale. They're Italian, aren't they?
The Pagani Hyura.
I don't actually know who made what country they're made in. You know that?
Aren't they a European car, no?
I don't.
They're Italian.
You have to Google it.
I'll have to Google that.
I think it's only going to be a handful of kits. I know you can get an EB110. I think it's an EB110, isn't it?
Lancer 037. That's a rally car, it's not a supercar.
What?
037. Lancer 037.
Yeah, it's Group B as well.
Yeah. Alpha 8C, yeah, but I don't think there's a kit of it, and it's not a supercar. It's just an expensive.
I mean, if you go to some of the early Alphas and stuff, they were sort of classed as sort of high-end supercars and stuff, weren't they? Yeah, the very early Alphas. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a judge's decision. They're not supercars.
Not supercars.
Pagani are Italian, and I'm assuming F1 cars are out.
Yes. We'll save that one. We'll save that one.
Yeah. Okay. Fair call. Good. Okay.
Well, I've got a LaFerrari set up on the shelf there, so I'm sorted anyway.
We got Pat saying McLaren, and Luke Ward saying the old Fiat Tipo.
Oh, I think you need to keep this as a Ferrari build to make their life a lot easier.
No, I think we can do Lambo as well.
Okay. There's a Lamborghini Ferrari build then. Because there's nothing else. If they can do a Pagani.
Yeah, Pagani qualifies.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone wants to take part, it's probably nobody now. I'm going to start it probably after I've got these 2 video builds out of the way. And I fancy doing that F12 Berlinetta. Is what I fancy doing. I think. I don't know yet. And I know Jim's got a very nice 330 there. If we can persuade Jim to take part, that'd be nice.
Guilt trip, peer pressure. Yeah, that's the only car I have that would qualify because all the rest of my Ferraris are F1.
So
But
yeah,
at least you can go to your wife and say, "Look, I bought this and I've built it already."
Yeah. See, built it.
Positive in it.
Yeah.
DeLorean. DeLorean on Italian. Technically Irish, not Northern Irish.
Yeah, Irish. Yeah. I think it's an Irish.
No race cars. No race cars. Road cars only.
And then that rules out the 330 P4, unfortunately, Jim.
Yeah,
I'm out. Woohoo!
No, they did produce road car. They did. You could buy a P4 road car.
They had to for Le Mans. So
yeah. There are road cars out there, so you could build it. I would call that a supercar.
Let me just nip this in the bud on the chat. A DeLorean A isn't a supercar. By far, not a supercar.
it's a tack car underneath.
Yeah, it's a cock-strutting car. If it
Wait a minute. It goes at 88 miles an hour, then time travels. How fast?
No, it doesn't. No, that's the problem. It doesn't do 80 miles an hour. It can't. It can't. It actually can't do 80 miles an hour. That was the joke.
So technically right, it's 88 miles an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, 88's the.
They can't even do 80.
They won't even do 80 from
what
I
won't do 80. That wouldn't even do 80.
Pat,
engine.
Pat needs to learn about his cars. Pat's suggesting a Lexus. They're not Italian, Pat.
He's got a Tesla a bit further up.
I think he's thinking anything that's outside of American is obviously Italian, but
no. It's going to literally be Ferrari, Lamborghini, and that Pagani. I think. Can't think of anything else that's made as a kit.
There's no kit to the Bugatti B110 though. I'm sure it's in a kit of that somewhere.
Yeah, I think.
There's a resin kit. There's a resin kit of it.
Oh, didn't Revel
I think there's Chiron as well.
Well, no, didn't Revel do an EV110
no,
kit?
I'm sure it's still
Revel did. Yeah,
one of the mainstreams doing it. I'm gonna have a look on.
No, don't think so. It's a resin kit.
I thought Revel did a Revel did a 110.
Oh, what? EB110?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They're talking about the Chirons and the.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, the Chiron, yeah. Yeah, there's only Revel of that. Sorry, there's only resin of that. You're right.
Airfix Maserati Indy 132.
Where's it? I'm waiting for that.
If it's a race car, no.
Airfix Maserati Indy 132. I would imagine that's going to be about 50s.
Oh, hang on. Gary's friend Spanner works here. Bugatti's French.
Hey,
He's got a good point. We should have paid more attention.
It's Tim that said Bugatti, not me.
I didn't say Bugatti.
I tended to go with Tim on that one, but I thought Bugatti were Italian originally.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
That was a good point.
That's the scale. Yeah, we gathered that, Brian. me and Tim might look dense. We're not that dense. Well, maybe Tim is.
Wait. What's a massive?
It was French, to be fair to Gary.
There's always one that ruins it, isn't there?
We just said Gary was right.
Don't mow your lawn.
We've just said Gary's right.
So a Ferrari or Lamborghini build then, so it can be any Ferrari or any Lamborghini as long as it's a road car.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, there's a lot of Ferraris which aren't classed as supercars.
Yeah.
You know, at this rate, it's going to turn into a VW Beetle and a mini build.
Yeah.
Well, let's lose the supercar thing then.
Yeah. Make it a Ferrari or
And
Lamborghini.
let's make them Italian thoroughbreds then.
Okay.
It still rules out Alpha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Still not changing the kit I'm building. It's going to be the LaFerrari because it's on the shelf already. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Come on, face it. If someone said you're going to go buy a thoroughbred Italian car, an Alpha would not be the top of your list.
No.
Tim's thinking about it because he's just got to disagree for being Tim.
Hey, no, I'm sorry. I've got Trisha making lots of noise. I was
Bradley Hughes seen a Bugatti Veyron.
Oh, the Pantera. Yeah, that's cool. Tommaso Pantera.
Who makes
Don't know
that?
what. I don't know. It's quite a cool car, though.
Aren't they French?
Don't forget, though. Don't forget, you've got to find kits of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right chucking names out to everything, but if they're into kit, you should have a look.
Yeah, I think the Pagani is fine.
I think you should know.
Asiento is where it's at. Yeah, anyway, we've got way off track. I wasted about 20 minutes talking shite. Yeah, so that's planned over the next, probably I reckon 3 weeks to a month. So I'll put a post up on ISM. We want to take part. We'll just do any Italian thoroughbred car. But I'm the judge of what counts, and alphas don't count. I'm only saying this to only Dan Evans.
I know.
It has to be a road going car as well.
Fair enough.
You want to take whatever though, and make it from a track car, to a track. It's not a road car then, is it?
No.
So for it to classify as a road car, it needs at least 2 seats in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, stick to Ferrari. A Bath 500, yeah, 'cause that's a supercar, Sean.
Yeah, very, very super small and maybe super slow.
We'll see. Maybe we'll just limit it to a Ferrari build. Make it easy. I was going to spend all my life answering the same questions over and over again.
I don't know if it's got 2 seats though.
What's that?
It's the FXXK.
Yeah, should have. If it's a Rogo one, they did 2 versions of that.
I'm sure you can drive it on road.
There is one Ferrari you're not allowed to drive on the road, though, isn't there? You have to go to the track to drive it.
Well,
Is that the Ferrari which you don't actually own? Ferrari owns, but you rented off Ferrari for a colossal amount of money.
But is that the FXX or is that the LaFerrari?
I can't remember.
No, it's the FXX.
It is.
Because the LaFerrari is a road car.
Okay, it's the FFX then.
So yeah, I'm not building that then.
It's
So, I mean, they did the FXX and the FXXK.
Yeah.
I've got the K version, which I'm guessing is the track version.
Open it, Dan, and look at the tyres.
There's definitely one that's not road
There
legal.
is a road legal one.
Don't drive it there.
Tammy will make the road legal one. I'll put money on it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the front of the box. That's a road legal one. I would guess. Have a look at the tyres. Do mini aren't making any Ferrari goods. Wind your neck in, Sean. No one likes a kid. It's not funny at all. Thankfully, no, they don't.
No, the racing slicks.
Are they? Yeah, you ain't building that then.
Yeah, I'm not building that then. Shucks, I'll have to buy another kit.
Darn it.
What a shame.
Pretty sure we got some Ferraris at UMP.
I'll be having a peruse. I'll just put
Just like kit of an R2 and stick a body kit on it, it'll be fine.
Whoa, Dan, don't do that. Careful.
I'll pull my shorts up before I bent over, Jim. Don't panic.
They got arrested then for smuggling crack. Filthy. Right, we better do something because we've wasted about 40 minutes there talking about this rubbish. Mind you, that's the normal show, isn't it? To be
I'm
honest.
going to say that's just a standard Friday, mate.
Right, let's have Luke do the what you've been buying section.
Okay.
No, we're joking. Simon, he would do it. I know he would. Because
More than welcome.
he's a superstar like me.
Superstar.
Not a superhero, though. Do you want to do
No.
your section, Si?
Yeah, can do.
Give you a bit of break then from answering all the questions we're going to take right in a bit.
Okay. Let me just queue everything up. Talk among yourselves.
How many we got watching? 117 watching, 63 thumbs up.
Shocking.
Good. We've got 3 thumbs down, though. That's good. Thank you.
Probably get more thumbs up if we catch Tim eating cake or something.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry. I'm poised tonight. all these fines go to Malls for Heroes. Don't you worry. Yeah, don't be a dick.
Hey.
I know Simon hovered over my thing. Oh, that sounds perverse.
Right. Are we ready to rock and roll, guys?
No, we've got 20 minutes. Hang on. I'm ready.
Oh, Paul, you're going to be interested. But what's in the new kits then? If you want one of those cars.
Oh, the 12 scale Skyline.
Oh.
Escort.
Ruined it. Spoiler.
What?
Okay. Go on,
ready?
Simon. Yes.
Right.
Cool.
So first up this week, we have a Mr. Paul Bretland, who has bagged himself a Skyline GTR from Tamiya and a Ford Escort RS Cosworth Repsol, again from Tamiya, both in 1/24th. And I think that Repsol buy was a pretty good bargain, Mr. B, if I'm
Yeah, it was
correct.
50 quid. The only thing is, that's one of Tammy's box arts that doesn't do the car justice.
Yeah.
Because it makes their Cosy look awful when it doesn't look like that.
It's a shame.
It really does.
I managed to bag a couple of purchases this week myself. 2 Revel 1/24th kits, 1970s Dodge Challenger and the 69 Camaro Z28 RS. Interesting to see what these two are like, because I've not built one of these types of Revel kit before, so it should be good fun.
Can you open your eyes a bit?
Sorry?
Can I open your eyes a bit?
Yeah, I've got something about American muscle cars I really like. Anyway, I also managed to get a Cobra, which I want to rebuild. I did one a few years ago, and it was a bit of a mess. So I've always wanted to do a new one. So I managed to bag one of these at a pretty reasonable price as well. And having looked at the box as well and inside it, the bodywork detail's quite good on that one, actually, I have to say.
Yeah, just don't fit on the chassis.
Yeah. They've just well, I don't know, because that's a new tooled one, I think. So
the thing is, do you know the difference between a BMW 525 and an AC Cobra?
What?
I wait for Luke. Said anyone will get that.
Oh, I can't without swearing.
Kevin Hoyle went to the hobby shop to pick up some paint and a Tamiya 1/24th Toyota Gazoo Racing TS050 hybrid. Followed me home. It looks like a lot of fun and he can't wait to get it started. He also got a very quick shipment from UMP, an Ultimate Apex and some Tamiya tools. Cheers, gents. And finally, some Gravity Spain bottles again. Unbelievably quick shipping and a VW Samba bus. Luke is the expert on those. And LP paints from our Canadian Zero Paint supplier. So yeah, he's got quite a lot of stuff there. Nice little ball of goodies. If you put a picture of the other one up. Mr. Jim Clark bagged himself a Ferrari 330 P4 off eBay, and he got it in 5 days all the way from Japan. Nice kit, that, Jim.
Shocking how quick it came.
Yeah, it's very good. Luke Ward ordered in July, and he's now only got the forks. Ordered in July, only now the forks came in stock. So he's got a set of bike forks there, and looks like he's got some PE in the background as well.
That's for the new CBR 1000 RRR, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, looks as well, yeah.
Yeah. 1/12th, yeah. Gary Columbanus bought himself a Plague of Lotus, all 120 with Tamiya. He's got the rare E-Jan extras, and they include metal wheels, metal monocoque, and engine detail at parts. He hopes he can do them justice. So 78, the Mark III, and 2 Type 79s, all very nice motors.
Excellent.
He also bagged himself an Ebro 120th McLaren Honda MP430. First time of building an Ebro. He's looking forward to how they compare with Tamiya. They're supposed to be very good. So I think somebody said on here the other day, it was somebody that worked at Tamiya went and set up his own company or something.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. Steve Partridge bagged himself some goodies from UMP. He ordered on Monday afternoon and delivered Wednesday lunchtime. Beat that for service. First off is the Porsche 911 GT1 124th kit from Tamiya. He's also got himself the Lockheed P38H Lightning, some parts placers, Haribo, and the usual stickers.
Excellent.
That's it from Steve. Well done, Steve. Nice one. Steve's also got himself on Tinternet a German Steyr Type 1500A/01 from Tamiya in 135th, sorry. And he's got himself the Leichter Panzer-Spagen 44. Yeah, I'll pronounce that after a few beers. Also 135th from Tamiya. Very nice.
Cool.
Few decent bags there. And he's got himself more. God, you're glutton for punishment, mate. He's got himself something completely different. HMS Snowbury in 1:144 with 501 parts. That is going to be an interesting build.
Yeah, I'd love to see how that one builds up.
Isn't that the old Matchbox kit?
No, yeah, the Matchbox is 72nd.
Is it?
Yeah, the old Matchbox one, which would well do, but that's a new tooled.
Oh, okay.
That's 144 scale. Yes.
That must be his winter build. Forever.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Right, what else has he got? He's got himself some UMP goodies there. He's got himself a Messerschmitt. Sorry, Andy. Apologies, mate. I'm clicking on too many things. Border models 135th PZ Kampfwagen 4 Aus G, Tamiya's 148th Messerschmitt BF 109 G6, some ultimate weathering washes from where you asked, from Ultimate Model Products, of course, umpretail.com. Purveyors of fine modelling supplies and kits. Nice one, Andy.
Nice one, Andy.
Simon Reed has got himself 2 Phantoms, the F44 Phantom 2 and the WTD 61. I'm sure one of the airplane experts here will explain the difference. And it looks like some Tamiya tools, and again from UMP by the looks of it. Nice one. What is the difference between those two? Obviously colours, but I'm assuming one's a later version.
Decals.
Is it just decals? They do look.
I haven't got a clue. They look.
I know the difference. I'm going to give you a sensible answer. One's the test flight version, and the
Right.
other's the wild horse version.
Okay, cool.
I'm only reading what's on the box. I'm just making. I've got no idea. I'm just making stuff up.
It's sounded better than my decal one. So.
But they do look.
One got roof, the other one hasn't.
Bloody useless.
Only Luke's going to get these.
Right, moving swiftly on. Darren Scale Models has got 2 very good deals off Trade Me, which is the Kiwi version of eBay. He's got himself a 135th tack-on BMW and Bunchver forklift.
Nice.
To combine them as a scene from a civilian car wreckers. So he's obviously got himself a German.
That fork truck at Cosford last year. I was so close to buying it.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
German
I like
civilians run around with AK-47s.
the gangster BMW. I was gonna say, Jim.
Gangster version.
Yeah.
Look, I've been worried about what's in the boot.
Yeah, I was just thinking exactly the same, Luke. I was thinking, what's that in the boot?
I couldn't work it
I
out.
think that's LPG.
No. Looks a bit dodgy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Alan Parker finally given up with not being able to see. He's got himself a helmet magnifier. Nice one, Alan.
Helmet magnifier.
That's what it says on the box, mate.
Oh my god, I've never noticed that before. That's hilarious.
I only read what's in front of me.
His rubber tip tweezers will be here next week.
Yeah.
Helmet magnifier.
Oh my
dear,
god.
it's worse. Sean White had a couple of kits arrive this week. God. First off, he got a Meng Fokker DR1 triplane. That's nice. The BMW M3 E30. I love this scheme on this. It's a lovely looking car. Need to get me one of them. He's got himself the Toyota Supra from Tamiya in 124th as well. And he's also got himself the Mercedes SLR McLaren 722 edition. Again, a lovely kit. And I'm guessing you're going to paint it in a lovely lime green colour as well, looking at the can next to it. That'd be interesting. Yeah, nice kit. I've got one in my stash from somewhere. Moving on, Raj Menon has got himself from HLJ's sale. The JP kit was a steal at 50% off. So he's got a Jad Panther, a MiG 21 PFM, and a PZ Alf Kampfwagen. I'm guessing that is some sort. And
just call them Panzer.
Yeah, Panzer. They
Kampfwagen.
They're 135th, and the plane I can't see. Is that 172nd? Yeah.
Yeah, just call them Panzer, Panzer 3, Panzer 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Or just a tank.
Tank 1, Tank 2, and Tank 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I'm 4. I'm technically 5, 6.
Yeah. Al McNeish.
Al what?
He got his Vertigo Miniatures 132nd, 148th propped aircraft stand. He bought it 6 weeks ago, so no complaining about 5 working day delivery from UMP. Okay.
I thought that was some sort of like sexual torture device for Al.
Yeah, it looked a bit.
You can lie on that.
Still been a step to get up onto it, yeah.
Al's hammock.
All right, Norman.
Radim Effenberger got himself some mask and exterior PE set for his MI-26. Very nice, Radim. Jeff Light has got himself the Lockheed P38H from UMP, Tamiya 148th, Packer Haribo. Very nice, Jeff. He's also got himself some detail up parts for the Honda CBR 1000RR, which has been on pre-order. I think, yeah, got a few more bits as well. He got his Coastal Kits 124th road section display mat. That'd be good for taking the old photos. And although not a purchase of his, this very nice and unexpected gift from the boss lady, which is a Meng 135th British FV 510 Warrior, the Meng 135th resin British Warrior stowage set, and the Black Dog accessory set as well. Yeah, very nice
choice.
Yeah.
I would use not all of the Meng stowage because the Camelbacks are massively oversized. They're huge. They look like Bergens. So don't use the Camelbacks, Billy.
There you go.
Not to scale.
That's a shame. Can you not scale them down in any way, Luke? Or is it just
no,
not something you can hack about?
No.
Come on. Right, Thomas Herbert bought himself, he visited FTD models in Coventry for the first time. Good range of stuff, in particular Tamiya kits and accessories. Happy with the 959 for £15. He's tempted to search for some Rothman's livery decals and off-road tires to recreate the Paris-Dakar version. Very nice. Now, unbelievably, there are a pair of those on eBay for 85 quid at the moment, and you can buy them for 15 quid brand new, but hey. Mr. Pashley has bought himself a bundle of 148th P51 Goodness off the Veteranus auctions, the P51D Mustang Fighter, and some bits and pieces to go with that. Looks like some resin parts and some masks from Edward. He's also bought himself a Spitfire Mark 16 with some resin parts and resin parts and extras. And God, Gary, you've been busy this week, mate. A set of Avalon decals for the 172nd C47. They've suffered some damage while in the post, but luckily for me, it didn't affect the yellow and black search and rescue option he wants to build. Look forward to seeing that built, Gary. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I like the options.
We look forward to seeing Gary down when they build.
Adam Challenger has got himself a little side project, planning to do it in flight in Afghanistan, which is the A10 Thunderbolt 2. That's a lovely looking kit. 148 scale by Hobby Boss.
He's already done one of these. I thought he did a black, white, and grey, didn't he? Single seater.
Two-seater, didn't he?
All right.
Yeah, that was really nice.
I spoke to him a few weeks ago about this. I think he's doing that one as an actual commission.
Oh, very nice. Cool.
Very nice.
Why did you go all the way to Afghanistan to build it, though?
Maybe like the locals.
Strange.
There you go.
Leave it.
Right, randomest comment.
Yep, I'm not quite sure what that
Receipt.
help. Very nice
stuff.
Gravity order on the way, and that's it for this week, guys.
You get any change?
You got one more comment there, haven't we?
Got one more.
Yeah, I think that's to do. Isn't that not to do? Oh no, apologies. Thank you, Paul. I thought that's to do with the previous one. RW Hobbies received some 132nd resin Naces ejection seats and a very nice and big 1/10 scale resin seat kit.
That's so
nice.
cool.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Now, I take it that seat might be for the re-released Italieri one large-scale seat. Is it SJU-77? Maybe not. It was the Starfighter cockpit, wasn't it? That they.
Oh, that was one. That was 1/16 scale, wasn't it? There, 1/32.
Yeah. Sorry. No, that big one isn't.
I thought the F-16 was 1/16 scale.
No, so yeah, the F-16, the stuff on the left is, but the seat is 1/10 scale. So
he's not paying. Dom's not paying attention.
I'm not paying attention.
On the left, it's 1/32. These two, and this is 1/10. Big one.
You may be right then, Tim.
Not me. Strange rumours.
I see corrected.
Now I've seen this.
And last but not least, he also got himself the very cool JPG Productions Rogue One Jeddah City resin kit, along with the 1 to 5,000 Bandai Star Destroyer to display hovering above it. Finally, this week he got the JPD Productions resin 112 power droid and mouse droid set as well.
I'd rather have a hoovering. Much better.
Very impressive hoovering. I like the idea of the Jeddah City in the Star Destroyer. That's really good.
And that really is it this time. Thank you, folks.
Excellent. Well done, Si.
Nice one, sir.
It's for a Hornet standalone seat. The artillery is 1/16. Yeah, you're right about the same. Helmet magnifier. Oh, it's so funny. I'm calling mine that from now on. Hey, Luke Ward's on the ball. One's got a roof, other one haven't.
Yeah, good man.
Where are you going? Who? Where? Here? When? Now, you moron. Great film.
Yeah,
it is a great film.
From Russia with Love. Hello, Eric.
Sorry, I had to do a quick run. I had to go and tidy up some mess.
Okay, didn't really go on, to be honest, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Did you not make the toilet on time?
Hate when that
again.
No.
Jim's looking very pensive at the screen there.
Trying to read the chat.
Forgot what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Andrew Catless is there. Hi, gang. Sorry, I'm late. Chunks there. So good evening, Paul. The crew, everyone in chat.
Jumpy.
G'day, you big galah.
Hector Colon's there.
Do you think, hey, do we know if Gary's a baldy?
Gary's a what?
What?
Just thinking, do we know if Gary's a baldy or with one of the baldy crew?
I think he's a bit short on here, yeah, but I think he shaves it.
A bit random.
Oh, is it? So he's a Gary Baldy. Okay.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Tim, I think you need to go and sit in the corner and have a word with yourself.
Luke Ward says Twin Towers filmed in his city. I actually knew a guy who actually lived on the council estate at the very beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my god, that looked like fun on there.
Great film.
What's that
No, you
thing?
can't. No, you can't, Brian. No, you can't, Brian. You're mistaken.
Oh,
Mistaken.
get that tenor warmed up. He's drinking.
Oh my
Must
God.
be a bit.
Sure, I've heard Tony Bate.
We currently have 135 watching and only 88 thumbs up.
Any more
Oh,
thumbs downs?
3, mate. We still got the same 3 from the beginning.
Thanks,
Come
Gary.
on, Gary. Has anyone tried Street Blisters paint? No, sadly not. And Joe's there. Hello, Joe. Apparently, Joe found my Facebook page via a
Troll site.
dating site. He said. Apparently,
Oh.
yeah. Earth said he must be lonely in Canada. So, wherever floats your boat, Joe. Sure, I've seen you on Chat Roulette as well.
Oh, as we found out, as we found out last night, Paul is a bit of a camper, so we found that out.
Apparently, a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Good to hear, Gary. Good to hear.
What?
Good. Just,
Gary says he's hairy all over. Thanks for asking, Tim.
yeah, thanks, Gary.
Too much detail, Gary. Too much.
He's one of those little head, you know, even. Oh, honestly, I'm not even.
Yeah, leave that. Love you too, Joe. Love you too. Go check out Joe's channel as well. It's rubbish. No, go on. He does some interesting builds. I started watching one yesterday, and then I fell asleep. Everyone says that to me, so they can have it back. But yeah, go and subscribe to Joe. Dan.
Hello.
Let's do your bit. I know. Deep breath. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Dan. He's going to look all your work shared on the Facebook page and forum. Save your vote. There's a beautiful Impala on there. I'll just take the £10 voucher. So make sure you make a note of all your favourite builds, because at the end you get to vote. And the build with the most votes at the end wins a £10 UMP gift voucher. Over to you, Dan.
Is that me sharing now?
It be sharing.
Cool. Good evening, everybody. We're going to start on the forum as always. And the first one out the gate this evening is Rugash.
Nice.
He says, only one photo this time and a description as well. This is Hobby Boss GMC with a 40mm Beauforts in 35th scale in French service during World War II for the late World War II group build. Mostly from the box with a few extras done, different cable and chain added to the winch, detailed his engine, chains added to the tailgate, recoil spring in 40mm changed to copper wire, and manufacturer's PE used.
Oh,
Very nice.
Very nice. I like
Yeah, that's a cool little kit.
I like that.
Looking good.
Yeah, that looks good. This is Panzon. He says he's finished his Kyoto capsule kit in 35th scale. It's a Machine Krieger It's a Machine Krieger, because that word just looks sweary. Decided to build it as a space construction power suit rather than as a warrior. So he modified the weapon arm to be a welder and painted the suit construction equipment yellow. The figure can be displayed standing on the included base or floating in space, and he chose to display his floating. The base can be snapped onto. Oh, he snapped a floater off. Oh, my 12-year-old brain! Stop it.
Took a picture of his floating one.
The base can be snapped onto one of the 7mm capsule halves for a larger, more stable base. I'll show you that picture. And it looks
cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Thing is, with them Machine Krieger kits, the size is terrible and the price is astronomical. It's worse than Warhammer stuff.
Yeah, they're 135 things. You think, oh, it's great, but yeah, they are 135. They are dinky.
Oh, they're terrible. They're good kits, but I can't justify the price. Just, let's put an extra 20 quid on just because you get one spring, one piece of copper wire and something else, a piece of tubing.
Yeah, you can pay 100 quid for a pair of Jaguar mud flaps.
They're more than 100 quid. Come on.
Splash guards!
Splash guards! Anywho, this is Big Wall next. He says, hello, everyone. I hope you're safe and well. He's currently working on a Tamiya 35th scale Jag Tiger. Is about built and it will start on the paint. Have a great evening. That's a bang stick and a half.
It's a beast, isn't it?
So hang on. That turret does not rotate.
No.
There is no turret.
That's what I'm saying. So if he's shooting at me, what if I just take like 3 steps to the left?
He can move a small amount. Left, right he does have a very small traverse. It's only like a few degrees inside.
See, I'd have said
it's an ambush tanker thing.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I'd have said that's not a very, very chase me down, shoot me type of a tank.
No, they're big stuff, was it really?
You wouldn't know that thing's got you.
No.
You can turn it on the tracks as well. You can rotate it on the tracks, the whole body.
See, all tanks I've ever seen have all got a rotating turret. But I've never seen that.
Difference is though, that's a tank hunter, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what he does then, he's like a goal angler in football. He'll drive somewhere and wait for the tanks to come to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then he'll be far, far away and be able to pop you off like you can't do anything about it.
So many places to take that one, Timothy.
Wow,
hey, thank you.
This is Tank Boy 76. I love the colour. Awesome colour. He says he's taking a break from his M3 Grant to complete this Revel 125th scale 69 Chevelle.
Does that look different in that colour compared to mine?
Oh, yes. That blue's a really nice colour blue. The body paint and primer are mission models, iridescent blue. The iridescence is a purple tinge that doesn't show on the picture, apparently. While the clear coat is Tamiya X22 plus Mr. Leveling Thinner, the chrome edging is Mission Models Chrome under the X22, and the interior / frame is mostly X18.
I like that colour.
Yeah, I like that colour a lot.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Breaking blue.
It was quicker in the chat. Someone said it's a tank destroyer. Technically not. It's a tank hunter. Jagd. A tank hunter. The Germans had tank destroyers and hunters. I had this debate years ago with Lee.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah.
This is Tomcat 64. He says, evening, young Dan. Thank you very kindly. Work has continued on his Meng 35th Wasp flamethrower Jeep. The projector has been installed and additional tubing has been added using Tamiya 0.5mm cables. Weathering has been carried out using 502 oils, MIG pigment, and AK interactive fuel stains effects. The steering wheel will be added once the driver is finished. Stay safe, everyone. Wow, that looks
really nice.
I like that a lot.
I like the fuel effect he's got on the bonnet in front of the
yes,
front of the gun.
The burnt the paint off to a crisp
Yeah.
type of arrangement. I do like that a lot. Very well done, Neil. I like that a lot. F27 packs next. He says, good evening, seasoned modelers. He's moved away from the happy bit. About this time last week, he got the need to make something big and blue. I have the A model 72nd scale Martin Mars in his stash, but that was a bit too big. So he made this instead. It's a Valum 72nd Boeing F-8B. A great lump of late war prototype US Navy fighter that never went into production. This is truly a challenging kit, which he cannot recommend to anyone. It only got finished because he wasn't going to let it beat him. The main paint is AK Real Color Dark Sea Blue with a few other dobs of color to break it up a bit. Cheers.
Nice work on that anyway.
Yeah, I like that.
Easy kit. Not an easy kit.
I like the propellers.
Counter-rotating props.
Yeah. They look scary. They peel an apple.
Go back inside. Not too much on the top, please.
This is Hey Maker. He says, hello all. Keeping it short. Tamiya Tyson Starcard Porsche 911 GT2 in 24 scale. Paint is TS4 black plus TS13 clear plus XXF series paint. Ultimate decal setting solutions strong.
Very nice.
I like his jack.
Tricky scheme that as well, those decals.
Yeah.
I do like his little jack though.
Oh.
Oh, that sounded like an evil laugh then, didn't it?
Better than helmet magnifier.
Yeah. Oh, this is one Mac next, Mr. Leclangrel.
Yep.
There's Greets, a 32nd scale Tamiya F15E scene check-in and yet more sanding. A 35th scale Mini Art T55 wheels painted, bits and bobs stuck together, and PE slapped onto various bits that you won't see, and a 48th scale Tamiya P38 cockpit and various bits primed and drying in the drying implement, a plastic storage box. Lots of bits seen to this week.
Excellent.
Nice and busy, Al.
He'll break another kit out later on this evening. This is building on a budget models. And he says, happy Friday, modelers. He's finished the Tamiya Nissan Skyline GTR R34 in 24 scale earlier this week and uploaded the videos yesterday to his YouTube channel, pardon me. It's a fantastic kit of a brilliant car. This is the V-Spec version, and he'd recommend it to beginners as well as advanced modelers. He's put it with one of his rally mechanics, as these cars need maintaining. Oh, he's got a bigger jack.
What size is the jack?
It's the pumping motion.
Oh dear. Page 2. This is LW Wales. He says, evening crew. Work continues slowly on the 1/20th scale Tamiya McLaren MP4/4. He's had a few issues recently where he didn't want to do anything at all. Full life mojo depletion. After a few days on the sofa, he got back into gear and got his cockpit sorted. He's made some seatbelts for the first time too. Thanks for looking and have a great weekend.
Looking good.
Yeah. I like that.
Like that.
Detailing that.
Oh, this is young Brad. He said, this is Aurora 145. He says, howdy all. Work continues on the Italieri F7 F3 Tiger Cat. The two fuselage halves went together easily, which is the only thing on this build that has gone as planned. Hope that everyone has a great weekend.
Yeah, looking good though.
A weird fella called Paul. This is his 25th scale Revell Chevy Impala, all painted, bare metal foiled and clear coated in Gravity 2K clear.
Well, that picture makes it look really orange peely on the roof there when it's not.
No, I think that looks really nice.
Yeah, we've got to stop letting these professionals post on these pages, you know that. It's not fair for the rest.
And that's it for the forum this week. So
very nice, Paul.
We'll bosh that button.
The colour looks so much better now it has a gloss on it.
Yeah.
You always do.
Yeah.
It pops, as they say in the paint world, I think. Somebody says that anyway.
You said it.
Well, there we go then. We're going to slip swiftly into face ache, and the first one out the gate is Mr. Jim Clark. He says he's finished this one up this week. It's a 48 scale Hasegawa AV8B plus. He's used Gunsy Pains. Pains? Is that a new type line? Is that a new line of paint?
It is.
American version.
And Edward PE added along with the scratch-built boarding steps and vortex generators. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Very nice, Jim.
Very nice. Yeah.
Thank you,
Look
Jim.
great when you finish it.
I'm going to say, when's second coat of paint going on?
Ooh.
Did you drop
Gotta
it?
fix some things, so
Did
yeah.
you drop it, Jim? Oh, did you drop it?
Yeah.
I thought so. Very nice, Jim. Very, very nice.
No, it does look good, Jim. It does look good. Them bifocals are paying off now, mate.
Great.
This is Mr. Mark Ewing next. He's working on the Tamiya 35th scale Merkaba. It's an older kit, but still builds up easily and looks nice out of the box. He's using Tamiya paints through his UMP Apex as usual, and is ready for decals and weathering.
Good.
Such
I
a
like
cool
that.
looking
Yeah.
A nice looking paint scheme.
I like.
Hello, very nice.
Nice looking tank, if you can call a tank nice looking.
Well,
Yeah, some Texas.
Luke, yeah.
Kermit's wash bag. This is Mr. Kelvin Hoyle next. And this is a Revell 69 Chevy Nova in 24 scale, done up in race colours.
That's good to
After
know.
wet sanding the roughness out last week, he did all the decals and his first ever Gravity 2K clear coat. It is primed in Alclad 2 grey and painted in Tamiya light green acrylic.
Nice recovery, Kelvin.
Yeah, that's a good looking green, actually.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Well, that's cool. What's the kit like, Kelvin? Any good?
It's
See,
nice.
you know, when you see something like that, it looks really good. And then you buy it and then you see all the flash and yeah. See, when somebody says Revell, I just say flash and ill fitting and running through the back of my brains a lot.
Some of their car kits are right, man.
Nah. Well, they must be because I've got one over there that I got off of Tim. And if Tim said it were all right, then
Yeah.
Of course. Sold. Tim's not selling it because it's rubbish.
oh no.
Wait, what did you buy that I said was really good?
BMW i8.
Yeah, cracking kit.
I think it was at the time that the Passat was in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I was cracking kit. Cracking kit. Bargain price.
A bargain price.
Only double whatever it was. It was cracking.
This is Mr. Dan Edmonds next. He says, "Hi Dan, this last few weeks he's been very slowly applying decals and a clear coat to his 24th scale Tamiya Opel Astra V8 Coupe. Bench time is limited at the moment, but hey ho, he's used UMP Geld primer. Decanted Tamiya TS31 is used micro mesh, Tamiya LP9 barrier coat, good man. UMP Decal Solutions, Gravity Spain 2K, and all through his UMP Apex. Have a great show and a wonderful weekend, everyone."
Very nice, Dan. Yeah.
Looking good, Dan.
Like that.
Quite say cleared.
I like it.
That's very good.
No, he's definitely found a groove with these cars, hasn't he, at the minute? This is Joe Yellow, and this is a Hobby Boss 32nd scale A26B.
Nice.
Beast.
Yeah, I
That's
think Joe's video building that on his channel.
That's going to be huge.
Nice. Yeah, that's a big old. Hey, look at that. Eee, I like it.
This is Mr. Brandon White. He's just finished up this beauty. It's a Revell Foose Cadillac in 24th scale. He's used Model Master enamel paint cut with lacquer thinner. Airbrushes through his Pash H with a 0.5 needle. Model Master gloss top coat for the clear. He's sanded up to 12K. Polishing compounds, replated chrome trim, bare metal foil interior is two-tone black. Full engine detailed, scale motorsport, faux fabric for the top of the convertible.
Very nice.
Wasn't there someone asking last week about fabric roofs, where to get stuff from?
Yeah,
That was leather effects, wasn't it? It was.
I think that were leather or yeah, something like that. Although I've slept a lot since then. Oh,
Blown up, sir.
some strange fella called Luke Carswell next.
He is a strange fella.
Oh, yeah.
That looks good.
He says, so finally this week he's finished the 35th scale trumpeter BMP3 early version. He's decided to do something a little bit different, so chopped it to bits and then used clear perspex rod to mount the hull. What about Emu?
Somebody at the door.
Turret exposing the interior. All paints are Tamiya LP and everything sprayed through his Apex. Happy Friday and happy modelling.
Looking good,
Very
then,
nice, Luke. Very nice.
Job, Luke.
That's cool.
Thank you.
See, I bet that made you think a lot, though, didn't it, Luke? You know, when you were,
Yes.
to make sure you painted everything where you were going to see it and everything.
Yeah. I learned the skill of measure twice, cut once, many times.
Yeah, I still do the other one where I cut twice and measure 40 times.
I just put on a board and snap it. It's easier.
Proper tongue curve and stamp on it.
Yeah.
This is Robert Adams, and this is a Tacom 35th scale M3A1 Lee. It's a nice kit, terrible tracks. His first adventure with olive drab. This actually started out as a NATO green and ended up looking decent by the time the weathering tones it down.
Good man.
You can't fail in modelling, I don't think, especially when it comes down to armour, because you can just, if you mess it up, put mud on it. Job done.
Oh.
Ouch.
I'll get somebody will message me and tell me I'm sure.
That is some things on there.
This is Robert Judson next, and he presents the 25th scale AMT Christine.
Nice.
Kit was completely moulded in red, with the exception of the chrome parts. All chrome except the wheels, bumpers, and mirrors were stripped and re-chromed with Molotow. All trim sprayed with Molotow as well. He's primed it in Tamiya pink, painted in red, and iceberg white by scale finishes. He's cleared it with Splash 2K. Thanks for looking and have a great show. I like that a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like the big fins.
Yes.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Which kid's it? Christine. Yeah,
that particular, in real life, that's got a tiller on the back and it's called a yacht. This is Mr. Malcolm Child. He says, "Hey Dan, hey Malcolm. First finish in so many busy months. This is a 35th scale Meng pickup, aftermarket decal, scratch built District 9 diorama base, resin tires and greeblies added to make it look like the MNU vehicles from the film. Prawn hut in the background, also scratch built."
What's
Right, nice.
really sad, on that picture, you don't see the dio. The work that he's done on that dio is just phenomenal. Scratch built, like damaged food cans to scale. Everything's on it. There's something everywhere on that base. Just phenomenal. Really good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's really
Yeah,
good.
it's really nice.
And sadly, we're not going to see none of these at Telford because Telford's not happening. Sadly. This is Mr. Sean Kelly. This is a Tamiya 1/12 Kawasaki Ninja H2R. Frame sprayed with Mission Models gloss black base, then with Mission Models high speed silver, then sprayed with Mr. Color clear green. Engine detailed with Hobby Design detail set, and still 150 pieces on the chain left.
Wow.
Fair play.
I'd just go kit chain, early doors, job done, sorted, no headaches, no swear words. This is Mr. Frank Cathawa next, and this is a Revell Audi R8. It's coming along. He's painted it in Tamiya TS40 metallic black. Painting the interior as next. Not sure which colour to go for at the moment. The decision is between white and black or red and black. Cream.
White and black, it's different.
Yeah. Thing is, though,
white and black, they did that in Volvos. So if you want to look at the newer Volvos, they do a white and black interior.
Yeah.
Have a look on there.
Weirdly, I seen a really nice one. I don't know what sort of Volvo it were today, but it were big and it was pretty much same size as my Jag, and it was really, really nice.
With the what, a 4x4 or the S?
No, it were just a normal saloon car, but it were really. It were like, I think it's brand new. Or
yeah, it'd be like an S70 or an S80. I think they are now.
And it looked awesome. Really nice. Anywho, this is Mr. Robert Worth, and this is his Thunder model 35th scale Scamel tank transporter tractor unit. Trailer already done. Wow. That's going to be.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
That's going to be awesome. Plenty of scope for weather in there.
Yeah.
This is Cran Morgan next. And this is a Meng 35th scale T72.
Looking good.
That's really nice, isn't it? Really nice picture. And yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Oh, I've got something in my eye.
Eyeball.
Eyeball and a finger at the minute. God, that sounds so wrong.
You need something to magnify.
Oh, don't. I've got to butcher a name next. This is Richard.
That was not.
I can't. I won't even attempt his surname.
Machiavelli.
This is Richard.
I'll try.
Go on, Tim. Have a bash.
Magalasashvili.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yep, this is Richard. He just opened a box and started work on the Alpha 155. The kit is old and he's afraid about the decals. Let's see how it goes.
Pretty sharp looking.
See, look at that in the Martina livery. Sorted.
I need to finish mine off of them. I start one of them, didn't I?
Yeah. If those decals are breaking up, though, if they are looking a bit dodgy, I'd use some liquid decal film on it or something like that.
The new kit that's got car graphs in there. They should be fine.
Hey?
If it's that kit, click on the picture.
He said it's an old kit.
Yeah, he's saying he's worried about the decals.
No, it's not. That's the re-release of car graph decals.
Oh.
That's the more modern re-release. They should be fine.
You should be awesome, Richard. Crack on, son.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The two versions, the original and that one.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Got something in my eye and it's doing me nothing now.
Eyeball?
No, it's something sharp and pointy, I think.
Dick.
Anywho, this is G Construction, apparently. This is a Tamiya 35th scale US AAB. And I really like it.
Yeah, they're cool vehicles. Really cool.
The thing is, that right there, you could do so many sci-fi options with that, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do like that a lot, actually.
Hobby Boss do the armored version with all the reactive armor on it, which I currently have.
Surprise, surprise, Norm. This is Norman King next. He says, good evening, everyone. He's not had much time for modeling this week, but he's finished printing all the parts for his Flash Gordon's rocket ship. Gordon's alive.
Oh, blessed.
Scale is unknown, but he estimates it to be roughly 1/48 scale.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
Now, if I had a printer, I'd be printing cool stuff like that.
Yeah. See, that right
What have you
there.
printed recently, Dan?
I've not printed nothing recently, Timothy, because I have got my hands full at work at the moment.
You could really use the helmet magnifier on that one.
Okay.
What a sheet of metal.
Sam's a bit blue.
Oh, he's got a big purple head, Jim.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that is purple now.
wow.
This is Nick Lindsay, and he says he's having just found the joys of 3D printing. He's gone mad with the resin and printed off loads of busts, etc. And here's one of his finished ones. This is Thanos.
Excellent.
3D printing's cool.
Yeah.
Do you
Works.
find it, Dan, that when you first get it, you're printing literally anything you can find, and then you sort of focus your attention?
Yes, it took me about two months, maybe a bit longer, to focus my beam into what I actually want to print.
Yeah.
Because I printed everything, absolutely everything. One or everything on Thingiverse, I think. This is Dean Armitage next. He says, evening folks, still working on the 48th scale Grand Phoenix Lightning. Paintwork sealed with floor polish. And now ready to start with the decals.
That's nice.
I like it.
After the polish.
I like his paint, and I really do hope that that Future does not bite him on the ass.
Oh.
Dean, if I were you, I'd out the floor polish and get yourself some aqua gloss. At least that will not fail on you. That floor polish can be slightly hit and miss. More miss than hit.
Let's hope for the best.
Or if you use a tennis racket, you'll hit it every time. This is Mr. Simon Shorey next.
It's crap.
That was harsh.
Put that out there.
Simon says he's finished another kit this week. It's a new 124 scale BMW M6 2018
A bit old
Macau.
that now, ain't it, Dan?
It's a what?
It's a bit old they are now, aren't they?
What?
It's not a new kit, it's a old kit. No, forget it. You
I'm
the
going to say, after all the jokes, that's the shittest.
Naughty new.
Naughty new. He says it's not the greatest kit fit-wise, but after some adjustments, he thinks it came out okay. I'm glad you think that. UMP white primer, 0 brilliant white and 2K. Tamiya lacquers, UMP polishers, and a very sharp knife. Enjoy.
And whoever said it was shite, Jim, it was a shite kit, but it was good fun.
You did it justice. That's sharp. I like it.
No, it does look good. You have polished that turd, son.
Thank you, mate.
Nice.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Richie Lamb next. He says, put your lid back on your Tamiya extra thin before you knock it off. They were. Evening, guys. Work continues this week on his Meng Jagdpanther in 35th scale. He's primed in UMP black and painted in Tamiya acrylics, all for his UMP Apex. Detailed painting to do, and on to the weathering. Have a good one, guys.
Nice. All right.
Good camo pattern, that.
Love the Jagdpanther.
Nice advertising as well.
Good.
Didn't even notice that advertising, Norm, if I'm honest.
You should go back and have another look then.
This is Mr. John Burt, and this is his Polar Lights 350th scale Enterprise.
Oh.
I like.
Yep.
Big beast by the looks of it.
A very big beast. He did put a short video on ISM the other day.
When I looked at that quick, I thought it was supposed to be a tea on the edge of it.
Hey, what?
When I looked at it quickly, I thought he'd spilled a drop of tea on the edge of it.
Ah.
Go back and have a look, you see.
I know.
I mean, yeah. On the left.
I did look twice as well. It's a panel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One on the other side as well.
I wonder if that lights. Does that light up all the? I wonder.
I think it will do from, I think I saw the post earlier. I think the one you're referring to, Dan, it's got some lights in it, hasn't it?
I'm trying to rack my brains. I can't remember, actually. I remember seeing the video, but again, I've slept since then. Might not have been briefly, but I have slept since then. This is Mr. Darrell E. Masters next. And this is a Tamiya 24th scale Subaru Impreza WRC 99. He says he knows he's not really into rally cars, but still going to do his best with it. No wrong with that.
What you can do.
That's good.
As I always told my kids, you can only do your best. And if that's your best, then I'll be proud of it. Mr. Alan Parker next. He says he's doing a bit to the Trumpeter 1/12 scale Ford GT40.
Let's it up again.
Yep.
That was my mic on, sorry.
Fucking good, Al.
Yeah, it's looking nice, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
How do you do the engine?
What's that?
Move
Sorry,
along,
no.
Dan. Move along, Dan.
That's looking good, Al.
Yeah,
Ignore
nice work, mate.
cheeky bugger.
This is Sean Bradder next. This is his Belkits 24 scale MG Metro 6 R4 finished. He's already posted it on ISM, so he won't bore you with the details. He's really happy with this, and have a good weekend, guys.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Nice
A bit of
colours.
light weathering on that as well, like around the wheels and stuff. Looks pretty good.
Avon calling. The next one is Walter Smith. He says it's that guy with the awkward name again. Just call him Bob.
Bob.
This is Walter's Tamiya M577 in Canadian Army service. The base coat and decals are on. And now for the detail painting.
Looking good.
That's very different.
Mm.
I like that.
Oh, Mr. McCord.
I like Sam.
Hey.
Hey, Sam.
Hello, boys. All right.
Sam.
Not bad, man.
Good to see you on here.
You sounded sexy, Sam, I will say.
Oh. Didn't know you liked me, sausage.
Are you in out? Are you took it all about?
Got his helmet magnifier out.
Yeah.
No, less of that.
Are you in or out, Sam?
I'm back home.
Ah,
Yeah.
They
Good man.
reattach you.
Say again?
Did they reattach you?
Yeah. I wanted extensions, but they just laughed and said it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
the nipple looks straight now next to the other one, does it?
All 5 of them.
Parallel.
Oh, I said nothing.
Go on, Dan.
This is Mr. John Stone next. He says, greetings once again, slaves to the plastic. Here then is the Rifle Models 35th scale US assault breacher vehicle. He's primed it in UMP black and he's painted it using AK Real paints. Tracks by Frill. Reflection stickers by AFB. Left this one clean. Orders from the long-haired general. Thanks for looking and model on.
Really nice.
Nice.
Stunning, isn't it?
Nice work, John.
He's not a bad modeler, really, is he?
Nah, he's not bad.
Not a good one either.
This is Gary Columbanus. Wow. Wow.
That's nice.
I like that a lot. Oi, oi, Dan. Thank you very kindly. He's finished his Airshimi 120th Huracan. He's used Gravity Colors Lamborghini Nero Pegaso. Gravity 2K clear. He's sprayed using the Trusted Apex over decanted Tamiya Fine Primer. First time using Gravity and is very pleased with the ease of use and the finish. It went together okay, although the glass was a pain. Thanks for looking and have a good evening, everyone.
Very nice.
I like that a lot. I do like that.
That's nice, isn't it?
Quality.
Very cool.
This is Mr. Chris Stover next. He's continuing to work on this Trumpeter 1/16 Panzer 4H. It's slowly coming along. He's painted it with Tamiya and Make Paint, and it's a real fun kit to build.
Going well, isn't it?
That's going to be big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even in that scale, it'll still be a smallish tank, won't it?
Ooh, I like this one as well. Very different. This is Darren Scale Models. He says he's made good progress on the Des full resin Schneider on that. It's a P16 in 35th scale. His first full resin kit. He just needs to blend it to the base and do a figure. Interesting little vehicle and a very nice kit. He will post it in more detail on the main page when complete.
Looking good.
That's very, very different. And I like that.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Really nice.
Is that a World War One? I guess it is.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's first one. Yeah, must be. This is Mr. Patrick Kennedy next, and he's just finished the Fujimi 24th scale 2003 BMW Mini. It's a nice, simple 1 week build after the Martini Porsche. The kit has great body and interior detail. Paints used are TS51 Racing Blue and SG Black accents. Another good-looking blue colour.
Yeah.
Actually looks like in a showroom, doesn't it?
Suits the shape of the car.
I've got to say, though, I don't like the Minis. They're not technically a Mini now. They should have called it a BMW Massive, because they're not Mini.
Yeah.
Huge. This is Mr. Matthew Strawn next, and this is his 32nd scale Wingnut Wings Samson. Some more progress. He did the landing gear this morning. Tail feathers are just dry fit, as well as the front radiator assembly. External rigging to the gear and tail feathers still needed to be added, plus a bunch of other weathering, but he's waiting for the gear to harden. Metallics are Mr. Colour Super Metallic Iron 2 and Titanium, and Mr. Metal Colour Copper. The decals have gone on like butter. Awesome stuff as usual from Wingnut Wings.
It's nice.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks good. I like his wood.
Yeah,
Always
like the top, yeah.
really enjoyed building my one. It's good fun.
Kim always did great wood.
I worked it hard and it came out shiny. That's what I can say about it.
Oh, dear.
My throat's still sore. Oh no, don't be at it.
Oh, dear.
Walked in left, didn't I?
Oh, we're going to have to move away from that one, Sam, I'm afraid.
All right.
This is Raj Menon next, and this is his Rebel 24 scale Ferrari F2007. It's his first ever non-military, non-tracked, non-camouflaged build. This one is way out of his comfort zone. He made this for his brother, as he's been requesting this for ages. He's painted it with enamels and gloss with half a bottle of Future. Oh, he really enjoyed this, and he has no plans to make any more in the future. Wow.
Done a cracking job, hasn't
I like that, yeah.
Done a good job, yeah.
Yeah,
Very good.
very good. It's a shame it's his one and only.
I was going to say, he's done really well with that. This is Nick Lindsay, and he's just finished this gem as well. It's a 3D print of Jack Sparrow that looks like he's had a stroke.
Hang on.
Jordan in the background giving him the old force. That's what it is.
Hang on a minute.
I know what Tim's going to say. We've already had an entry.
Yep.
You had Thanos in the background before.
Thanos, yeah.
Naughty boy, Nick. Naughty boy.
Naughty boy. This is Radom Effenberger next. He says, hello once again. This is a 35th scale Isotov TV3117 for his 135th scale MI24 Hind from Trumpeter. He's finished the left engine and started the right engine. That is already half done, just in 1 week. Things go much faster when you don't need to look at photos to see what to add, because they are exactly the same. Just a few small things are different. He hopes he can start to paint them next week.
Good.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Detail.
Nice. Like it.
That's like he's got 3 different kits on go.
Mm.
2 engines and a helicopter. Ooh, Mr. Challenger. This is Adam Challenger. He says, yo, dude's been away for a week, but now he's back. He got stuck into the Kinetic 48 scale Hawkeye. No major problems so far, apart from putting about 40p's worth of copper behind the cockpit for nose weight. Have an excellent weekend.
Cool.
That'd be good,
How's
man.
it going? I wonder how's it going together, because I can already see massive gaps around where there reportedly is massive gaps. You can see on the wing join.
Yeah.
And where the fuselage meets.
Yeah. Do you know what else? You know what else he's probably got? He's probably got a bucket full of filler somewhere.
Oh yeah, I've always heard that kit's a bit of a
dog
fit in areas. Yeah. Hard work.
And the final one of the evening.
That's really nice.
It's a really nice one. This is Douglas Weir. He says he's finished his 24 scales Tamiya Impreza WRC build. He's really happy, apart from the main decals with how this one went. He used Gravity Spain 2K for the first time and is impressed with the results.
Good.
Good stuff.
Nice picture.
Yeah, very nice job.
Nice.
Very nice one. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
really sharp.
Picture does a lot for a paint job.
Yes. Especially if it's a good paint job.
Yep, exactly. Paul,
Right.
take notes.
You now get the time it takes Dan to recap all the builds to vote. So wait till you see Al saying start your voting now. And then you get however long it takes Dan to recap.
Yeah.
At the end of build the most votes, wins a £10 UP gift voucher. Are you going to collate them, Tim?
I was saying, Alan, you going to collate them?
Yeah, I'll collate them. Yeah, no worries.
Oh yeah, cool. He started doing it the other week, so I started. I did it last week, didn't realise he was doing it, so I don't mind at all.
When you ready, boys?
I'm ready.
On your go, Dan.
We have Rugash with his Hobby Boss GMC with a 40mm bow falls in 35th scale. We have Panzon with his Kyoto capsule kit from Machine Krieger in 35th scale. We have Big Wall with his Tamiya 35th scale Yag Tiger. We have Tank Boy 76 with his Revell 25th scale 1969 Chevelle. We have Tomcat 64 with his Meng 35th scale Wasp flamethrower Jeep. We have F27 Pax with his Valum 72nd scale Boeing F8B. Hey Mika with his Tamiya Star Card Porsche 911 GT2 in 24 scale.
Oh, nice.
One Mac with his 32nd, 35th, and 48th scale F15E from Tamiya, Mini RT55, and a Tamiya P38. We are building on a budget models with his Tamiya Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Jump to page 2. LW Wales with his 1/20th scale Tamiya McLaren MP4/4. We have Aurora 145 with his Italieri F7 F3 Tiger Cat. And we have Paul with his 25th scale Revell Chevy Impala. Straight back to Face Ache, we have Mr. Jim Clark with his 48th scale Hasegawa AV8B Plus. Mr. Mark Ewing with his Tamiya 35th scale Merkaba. We have Kelvin Hoyle with his Revell 69 Chevy Nova in 24th scale. We have Dan Edmonds with his 24th scale Tamiya Opel Astra V8 Coupe. Mr. Joe Yellow with his Hobby Boss 32nd scale A26B. Mr. Brandon White with his Revell Foose Cadillac in 24th scale. We have Mr. Luke Carswell with his 35th scale Trumpeter BMP3 early version. Mr. Robert Adams with his Tacom 35th scale M3A1 Lee. Mr. Robert Judson with his 25th scale AMT Christine. Mr. Malcolm Childs with his 35th scale Meng pickup and his scratch-built District 9 diorama base. Mr. Sean Kelly with his Tamiya 1/12 scale Kawasaki Ninja H2R. Mr. Frank Catherwood with his Revell Audi R8, I'm guessing in 24 scale. Mr. Robert Worth with his Thunder Models 35th scale Scammell Tank Transporter tractor unit. Cran Morgan with his Meng 35th scale T72. We have Richard with his Alfa Romeo 155 from Tamiya in 24th scale. We have G Construction with his Tamiya 35th scale US AAB. We have Mr. Norman King with his Flash rocket ship in 48th scale, roughly. And Mr. Nick Lindsay with his Thanos in that scale. Mr. Dean Armitage with his 48th scale Grand Phoenix Lightning. Mr. Simon Shorey with his Naughty Nunu in 24th scale BMW M6.
Nunu.
Mr. Richie Lamb with his Meng Yag Panther in 35th scale. Mr. John Birch with his Polar Lights 1/350th scale Enterprise. Mr. Darrell E. Masters with his Tamiya 24th scale Subaru Impreza WRC 99. Mr. Alan Parker with his Trumpeter 1/12th scale Ford GT40. Mr. Sean Bradder with his Bell Kits 24th scale MG Metro 6R4. Mr. Walter Smith, or Bob, with his Tamiya M577 in Canadian livery. We have Mr. John Stone with his Rifle Models 35th scale US Assault Breacher Vehicle. Mr. Gary Columbanus with his Aoshima 1/20th scale Hurricane. Chris Stover with his Trumpeter 1/16th scale Panzer 4H. Darren Scale Models with his Des Full Resin Schneider Greasy P16 in 35th scale. I didn't even attempt to say that properly. Mr. Patrick Kennedy with his Fujimi 24 scale 2003 BMW Mini 1. Mr. Matthew Strawn with his 32nd scale Wings Salmson. Mr. Raj Menon with his Revell 24 scale Ferrari F2007. Well, I'm going to skip that one because that's the second one of Melted Jack Sparrow. This is Radom Effenberger with his engines for his 35th scale MI-24 Hind. Mr. Adam Challenger with his Kinetic 48th scale Hawkeye. Mr. Douglas Weir with his 24th scale Tamiya Impreza WRC. Woohoo!
And as Dan's finished, stop your voting now.
Nice one, Dan.
One done.
Alan.
Yeah. Hang on a sec.
Put me down for.
Come on, Dan. The man's telling you.
Go on then, Dan.
Tell you, wait.
Put me down for Kelvin Hoyle's. Put me down for Kelvin Hoyle and his green, whatever it were. I can't remember what it were now. It's
just a show up in there, yeah.
It's Chevy Nova, yeah.
Chevy Nova. Okay, Paul.
Huh?
Voting.
Douglas's Subaru.
Okay, Jim.
I'm doing the same. Douglas's Subaru.
That's Tim. Okay, Jim.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Simon's M6.
Simon's M6, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Luke there?
I am. I'm Jim's Harrier.
Jim's Harrier.
Thank you.
I know it's there somewhere. There it is, yeah. Who have I missed? Simon?
Hey, Simon.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, I got to pick a model, mate.
Sorry, Jim, but Robert's Christine. It was a close second, mate. I'm sorry.
No.
Norm?
Apologise.
But it's a lot of really good builds this week. It's so difficult every week, I think.
I'm going to go for something totally unusual because I really liked it. And I'm going to go for Darrell Scale Models P16.
P16. Where's that gone? Higher somewhere. Yep. Sam?
Sean Braden's 6R4.
Okay. So that's just me left to vote then, is it?
Oh, just me.
Oh, there's Al as well. Sorry, Al.
I'd like to go for G Construction's AAV. Please.
Yeah, that were another good one, but there were loads of good ones.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm going to pick the 6R4 myself because I like that one. That was a nice build, like the weather and stuff and that. Right then.
Whilst you're totting up, though, I mean, it just goes to show what a good place it is to come to get advice on builds. There's so many quality builds again tonight.
Yeah.
So difficult. He makes our jobs, everybody's jobs hard, I think.
And the variety as well, different builds.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so glad we opted to make everybody else vote for the choice.
Yeah.
It was getting harder every week.
It should be a wider public vote.
You guys ready then? So first, well, I'll go for third place is Jim with his Harrier.
Nice.
88.
Well done, mate.
In second place is Douglas Weir with his Impreza WRC.
That's good enough.
And this week's winner is Robert with his model of the Christine.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Lovely build.
Well done, mate. Nice. Very nice.
Well done, Matt.
Oh, look at Sam Cam.
I'm muted there. I'm muted there, giving all the spiel. Right, well done, Robert. If you email me at ismprizeclaim@gmail.com, I will sort you out your voucher as soon as I can. Well done. Well done to everybody else that shared. Some top quality work in there. Anti barrier.
God.
Oh,
what?
What?
I like it, Jim. Don't worry.
Thank you. That's all that matters.
Just remember, Jim, I was the only one that voted for it, mate. Just remember.
Hang on, Luke. You might get a hair at back.
Oh, well, no, wipe your nose. Wipe your nose, Luke. Wipe your nose. Go on.
Oh. And there we go. Well done.
It's tougher and tougher every week, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I shall be back in one moment. I'm going to refill my brew.
Cool.
Good to see you back, Sam. Anyway, you okay?
Yeah.
Well, as good as can be.
3 months in plaster.
Cool. Glad to be back at home, yeah?
Oh, Jesus, yeah, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
So glad. I got out yesterday by tea time.
Yeah.
And I had to go back up today for a wee bit. But no, I'm glad to be home, mate, you know.
Good. Don't be doing anything else.
So, no, I'll not be at the bench for at least 5 months.
So you should improve then.
Huh?
Couldn't get any
Should
worse.
improve then.
Well, it might improve. You never know.
Thing is, you still get more done than Norman.
Hey?
You'll still get more done than you.
You not get the bench brought to you, Sam?
No, I don't think she'd let me. I really
We'll
don't.
have a word, Sam. We'll have a word.
No,
I reckon
man.
after a week of you tearing your hair out, she'll be begging for that bench to be brought downstairs.
Come on, here.
Yeah.
What hurt? Have you seen my head? What hurt?
Proverbially speaking, of course.
Yeah, the bed baths were great.
That male nurse was really gentle.
Yeah, he was.
I think you keep slipping.
Fingers like a bunch of bananas, but he was gentle, you know.
Oh, it's good to see you back, mate.
Yep.
Glad to be back. I saw to jump on. I was going to get on earlier, but then I was tired. I fell asleep.
Oh, no problem.
Then assistants came in, so.
Right, we've got 140 watching. Let's do our giveaway. So
now.
we got a £50 UP gift voucher to give away, candidated by Rich Blondin. Very generous of him. All you got to do is wait until you see Tim. Post start your numbers now in the chat. You get 5 minutes. No one will put a timer up in a sec. And you pick one number from 1 to 1,000. After 5 minutes, we close it and do a live random number generator. And anyone can win it. And be warned, if you haven't said hello for the night, you will be number shamed.
Come on with it.
No.
Oh.
None of us can win it.
Oh, what? You said anyone.
So prepare to be number shamed if you haven't said hello. It's what we do for fun. No, I'm only joking.
Shame.
Honestly. So yeah, don't forget one number from 1 to 1,000, just one. Don't put 2 in, you get disqualified. And that's that. So whenever you're ready, boys.
There you go. Go on, Norton.
Ready to turn down. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Start your numbers.
Also, I mean,
can we not give Norman away? No.
We bring him back, wouldn't we?
Yeah, who would want Norman?
Just one crime watch. You make
I miss you.
I missed you too, Sam.
Dosey and Sean Brad, I need to put their numbers back in because in my screen they're out.
The same person, if you do the double numbers, the first person to put it in is the one that gets it.
They do that at the end, Jim.
Oh, you do that at the end? Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'll leave it to the professionals. I'm sorry.
Okay. Tim. You want number showing people, Tim?
Yeah, Jeff Light's in there. Colin Jarvis. Bruce Sodding. That's a nice one. I like that name. Bap's in there. You haven't said hello, Bap.
No, he hasn't, has he?
Shame you.
4 minutes, folks. You got 4 minutes.
You're my friend, and I'm going to tell on you.
Can't say hello, but you'll post for a
I did.
Shame.
Daniel Blair. I haven't even seen him say hello.
Oh, yes,
he's been talking up above.
All right. Sorry, Daniel. Sorry, Dan. I liked your fishing the other day.
That wasn't Daniel Blair, was it?
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't.
No. That was our friend Dan the Copper.
Dan Piper.
Oh, sorry. I saw it a bit too quick. Oh, okay. Didn't see you fishing, Dan. Don't kill the nice deer.
Bambi.
That's one. Yeah, don't kill Bambi. Bambi looks quite nice. Bambi looks like he's your friend and he doesn't want to hurt you, so you don't hurt him. That's what I'm saying.
And his lover.
Oh, I read that a bit too quick. That shame Dan's not here. Tom Walk. Well, that's something else.
3 minutes, folks.
Everybody good?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Very good. Yeah.
Of course it's allowed, Jeff. Of course it's allowed. I'm really mucking about.
Sort of.
I'm looking around, but it would be nice if you said hello if you're watching. More interaction. Spurs is on. We think no one's watching, and we're like, oh, what's the point in doing it?
Yeah. You need interaction.
Robert Cook's there.
Erection.
Interaction.
Interaction.
Oh, Hector's there. Watch out, he might give us a drive-by.
After 3 months to the tube, mate.
Hector.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
Okay. Who's the bollocky buff?
Fun.
That's a brilliant name.
2 minutes, folks.
Buff, yeah, that's a good one. Gary Pashley.
He's an idiot, he is.
I can hear him swearing from here.
Oh, what, his lawnmower?
Yeah.
He's probably painting the kitchen.
Oh, see, Dan, you're going to get, you know what's going to happen, Dan? You're going to go out there and you're going to poke yourself in the foot. That's what's going to happen. Ow, just stubbed my toe. Yeah. Apparently you're allowed to use a crossbow tomorrow.
He is over there, yeah.
Interesting.
If he is, he'll be stuffing his sausage next week.
What?
Stuffing his sausage again next week.
Stuffing his sausage?
Yeah, Dan makes sausages.
Whoa.
1 minute, folks. You got 1 minute.
And a minute.
The only thing Dan's good at doing is making a mess. That's what his wife said.
Doritos is asking what are the numbers for. It's to win a £50 UMP gift voucher.
Tell him.
You want to add a number now?
You want to have a number?
They're nearly all gone.
What makes you laugh is he's already put a number in.
Yeah, what's this for a number?
Put a number in. What are we doing again? Who's that?
What do we get? You
Yeah,
get
the
free
winner
back on the. You get free poke in the eye.
Now you get one of my old plaster caps.
This is all for a £10 donation.
Yeah.
Everyone that's put a number in, that's the amount you donate, apparently.
You get a free toe poke. That's what you
The
get.
live auction for a 70-second Airfix Spitfire.
Oh! Wow,
What we do is we photograph your number and send you it.
£682. Get him.
There we go.
Oh, done.
Ready, folks? In 3, 2,
9,
1.
Bingo!
Ling, 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 ling.
Oh.
There you go.
50 quid's a hell of a prize.
Who wants to do the generator and I'll do the spiel?
Ooh.
Generator.
Do you want to screen share the general? I've got too many screens open here.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll find it.
I'll do the spiel. So you've all put numbers in, even though you haven't said hello. This is to win a £50 UP gift voucher. The last number, the last auction. Oh my God, get it right. It's the last competition of this value because it was donated by Rich Blondin. Next week I go back to the £20. As always, the first person to put the number in wins. If two people pick the same number, the first person who picked it automatically wins. I've already said that. My God, I'm repeating stuff now. It's because I read Bap's comment. As always, you think there is one, please don't shout it out because we have the wrong name shouted out before. And that's it. When you ready, Tim?
I've just got the spinning wheel of doom for a minute. Hang on. Just thinking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, my Mac did that earlier and all.
Yeah, what's going on there, eh? All right, let me do a share a video. Let me go to that one there and share. Is it sharing?
Oh.
It's trying to. There you go. Now it's on.
Yeah.
Wow, math goodies.
We're on math goodies today.
Yeah.
So we're going to go 1. We go 1,000. We're going to go enter the first number that is drawn is the number that wins, and that's 656.
Wow, I'm sure it was around that last week.
Yeah, it weren't far away. 6, 7 something last week, I think.
623.
Yeah, it wasn't far off, is it?
Hey.
Well, there you go then.
656.
656.
So we've still got Tim's section to do, Al's section to do, and an interview.
Oh my God.
Interview, Victor.
Simon.
Oh.
Do you, Sam?
The battery might die just in case, boys, you know. Sorry, Simon, I didn't mean that.
No, that's all right, mate.
I like him.
I've got half hour's nap to catch up on.
What was number?
656.
656.
656.
My brain.
God, Dan, you're looking awfully young tonight, man.
I am looking young. I am looking young, Sam.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Looks like a mong.
That's not the first time I've heard that today, neither. I got called 2 derogatory words today right before I handed one of the employees with an inch of wedge. And yes, I looked at him and went, "What did you just call me?" He went, "No, no, no." Because he knew for a fact he wouldn't have got paid.
Uh-oh.
Just slap him there?
Yeah. It nearly caught a cheeky backhand, right, if I'm honest.
I had an argument with one of the patients in the bay in the ward.
Did you win, Sam?
I did.
Hold on, I've got. Hold on a minute.
Hold up.
Because.
Hold up.
Oh, do you know what? I got that going round in my head and all.
Yeah, because. Hold on a second.
Well, I just said the other one.
Yeah, but look at
me.
Look at that one where I've just posted now. They're both the exact same number away, aren't they?
Yes.
No.
Hang on. No.
That's one. The one you've put no is 12 away. The other one's 10.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
I'll say what Al said. McNeish, that is.
Yeah, he was first.
Yeah, he voted first.
Okay, we're all agreed on that.
Yes.
Why not?
All right, so we have found the winner today. Now, the number that was drawn was 656, and the closest number has actually been drawn by 2 people. The first person that correctly put it into the chat was Darren Scale Models with 666. So very well done. Just a note, Sean Bradder did put 666 in. It was put in before I hit start. It was then put in later on. When it was then became after Darren. So unfortunately, your number, your entry became after. So sorry there, but that's the way it does on our screens. And
That's the rules. Yeah,
that's the rules.
that's the rules. Also, Daniel Blair's getting Sam confused with Jim. Somehow.
Yeah. You broke your ankle, Jim.
You look alike, to be fair.
What is your arm, Dan, please?
Is Sam laying on the sofa? No, he's hanging upside down in his back cave.
Yeah.
Got his Batman suit on, you just can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm land stretched out.
Oh, and Darren's donated Monster Heroes. Nice one, mate.
Oh, cool. Well done.
That's a fantastic
Well, mate.
donation, that is.
Good
Very-
mate, cracking night on the 30th.
Good move.
He's like, yeah, I don't need that 20 quid. 50? No, that's very generous, Darren. Thank you, mate.
That'd be like putting a £20 note in a collection tin and asking for change.
Yeah.
£19 back, please. No.
Well done, mate. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very generous.
Right,
And
like I
next
say,
one, there
we've
is
still
one.
got our section to do on our interview with Simon. If it runs on a bit longer, I think we'll do your section next week, Tim,
No problem at all.
and add it on. We'll see how we get on.
Yeah, cool.
You okay for a little bit, Si, or do you want to get yours done now? Should we get ours out of the way?
I'm happy to wait. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Not
Alan.
either way.
Al McNeish.
Yeah.
Sorry, McNeish.
McInish.
Should have guessed. Oh, the beast.
I'll answer to anything.
Has Darryl been busy this week?
Yeah.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm joking. We've had Darryl. They have nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Friday night. Hey, Q's for the queue.
There'll be quick answers these tonight. Yes. No.
No,
That will be a Nicky Miracle matter.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Right.
Yes.
First one from Darren says, will the team be previewing lots for the auction in advance? Or will
Yes.
it be a bit Cilla Black, surprise, surprise? Next question from Darrell is there
Yes.
any news on potential pigment release or no comment?
No, not yet. At some point in the future, there's things happening. You'll find out soon.
Oh, yes, no.
Yeah. They're there, along with other things. They'll get sorted when we get round to it.
Okay, and I think I need to screen share this one if I can.
Big words.
That one.
That tells me there's a. Oh.
Is that sharing at all?
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. He's got a user error question. You shook the life out of the UMP semi-gloss primer, let it rest, light coats from the Tamiya Subaru seats, and they come out like this. See the photo. Surely another coat will sort it, but I don't know why the paint is collected or run.
Put it on too thick and the surface tension's pulled away from the edges. Got to go on very thin, the semi-gloss.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you're using semi-gloss? Well, it's not actually semi-gloss. It's supposed to be gloss. Is there a reason why you're using the gloss primer, Darryl? Just out of interest, because those seats are fabric covered. So they won't be semi-gloss.
Could it also be never washed apart?
Could be residue on the plastic part. It's definitely pulled away. It's either gone on too thick or there's contamination on the part. But out of interest, why are you doing it in gloss anyway, mate? Just out of interest. We'll wait for him to answer that in a minute. Go on, Al.
Okay, next question from Darrell is, in Paul's excellent Subaru technique guide, he believed to use Novus polishing claims prior to masking the paint, rubber, window trim, etc. How far down the UMP polishing system 1 to 4 before masking to paint the rubber trim, etc.?
What?
I understand the question.
Oh, the
Darryl.
process. How far the process?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't put anything wax on there. So just the polish and the compound first if you need it. Then the polish.
Yeah.
Then give it a wipe over and a rub.
On the curtain.
And do your window rubbers, get everything else on it, or your glass and everything, then wax it, or use the detail spray. The detail spray is a lazy way of waxing or a way of replenishing it later on down the line.
Yeah.
Oh,
Always wax it though.
You shouldn't need that in the back for decal and Daryl. Honestly, mate.
So his next question is, in the same way you might lean to an easy kit after a complex project, what's your process going into a complex project? Is it purely that easy kit in the middle?
Have a good box ready for boxing it up.
Yeah.
Another project to start when you get fed up with it.
Yeah.
Good listing on eBay.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that you're going to enjoy it more than anything.
Yeah, I think if it's a subject matter you're interested in, then yeah, you're going to enjoy it regardless. Challenging, but you're going to enjoy it.
You say that.
Well, most people, Tim.
I'd say most people would enjoy it, wouldn't they?
I think that's where my mojo takes a dip, is if I'm kind of not enjoying the build, then I go back to someone else I've started. So
you said, didn't you?
Always have a kit in reserve that you can go to. Do you know what I mean? Have a break and then come back to it.
Have a Kit Kat.
Have a Kit Kat.
So
another question from Daryl.
Can anyone spell BO? Sam, put your arm down.
Oh, sorry, boys. I didn't know that you.
Oh.
I was only 1.5 though.
No, they're actually, yeah, there's 1.5. Forgot about that.
Go on, Al. Sorry, Al.
Right, Daryl's next question. He's about around the part 6 region of Paul's Subaru Technique Guide, and he's already looking over his shoulder at what he wants to do for his winter build. At what point in a current build do you start looking over your shoulder at the next kit?
Straight away.
Straight away. As soon as a box
new kit.
Yeah. Open a box, look for the next one.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes in the box.
Never stops, really, does it?
No.
I started this RF4E, and the very next day I'm eyeing another kit, and I'm like, and I had been spent the past 2 weeks eyeing the RF4E as I'm getting ready to finish the Harrier. So it's just like,
that finished that Harrier.
Intruder.
Out of interest, if you want to make it really interesting.
Al, quick, get phone the police.
Hey,
if you want to make it really interesting, run a YouTube channel and try and figure out builds to keep you lot happy.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
That's a no. That's a no wind.
Yeah.
Next question is from Gary Columbanus. What do you each prefer, one build at a time or multiple builds? Multiple.
I think we're all multiple, aren't we?
Multiple.
Yeah. I just build one at a time, me.
Tim's got wooden ships, cranes, big planes, all sorts of
digger.
Bike he hasn't finished. 2 bikes, sorry.
I've got about 350 on the go.
I think Norm takes the
Norm wins. All right, fine.
The
Norm, fine.
I'm the heretic of the bunch. I can only do one at a time.
That's because he's old.
I only do one at a time as well.
Holy shit, that's a huge thing.
Next question is from Steve Partridge. Whilst reading one of the latest model magazines, I saw an advert for Tamiya LP paints. It said that you don't need to use primer with these, just spray direct on the model. Would you agree, and what are the benefits of using primer first?
No, always use a primer. Keys the body properly, shows up any flaws, hides flaws.
Yeah.
You technically don't have to, I suppose, but I'd always prime and always do.
Yep.
Whenever you watch those Japanese videos, they always like when they're using their spray rattle cans. They've always they've always seemed to do them straight out the can, and they're always lacquer. And you rarely ever see them do primer, do you? They always see them.
A lot of the car ones I watched use the primer quite a lot.
Well, that's just when I was in military, them doing the military stuff, just whack the green straight on it or something like that.
I have a rule: unless you decal it over like carbon film, prime everything.
Yes.
Everything. It gives a much better finish. And if you want to see surface coverage, watch that Impala video tomorrow. And watch that coral blue go over grey primer. And that's why I prime. It gives the paint a key to adhere to. That would a professional car sprayer not prime a car before painting?
Well,
no.
If they're blown over,
I'm going to say it depends.
Yeah,
how
it's
sharp.
already got primer under it, isn't it? They wouldn't spray over a bare metal, would they? With base
No,
coat?
no, they wouldn't.
That's what I mean. So, yeah, always prime, in my opinion. Always prime.
Right, the next question is from Steve again, asking, what would you say are the benefits of photo etch parts? Nearly all PE is brass and would need painting. Is PE just an extra challenge for the modeler, especially as most of it is really small, or does it actually improve a model?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not always brass. A lot of it is actually some brands will actually have a steel, and it's a complete pain in the backside.
Yeah, I'd agree. If you look at something like that, which is a front wing for a Tyrrell, that's scale-wise, that's much too thick compared to a piece of PE. So it actually brings more scale and reality to it, depending what you're building, I guess.
You doing the P34?
Huh?
What Tyrrell are you doing the P34?
The Braun Tyrrell 020, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
When I started a while ago and I needed some replacement decals for.
Sweet.
Why did you need replacement decals for it?
Because I screwed the first lot up, mate.
Also, edge brass gives you detail that you can't get injection molded with plastic.
Yeah.
You can't go thin enough.
No, exactly.
Sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes it's too thin. It doesn't fit. It's more work than needed.
It's a personal choice.
Yeah.
Mine's never too thin.
Next out.
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking here at the PE for my 32nd Tamiya P51 Mustang, and it's metal, not brass.
Yeah.
So next one's from Dino Jones. Has anyone used museum collection decals before?
Yeah.
There's a set of 24 Castle WRC decals for a 1995 Toyota Celica WRC car, but you'd like to get some opinions from them, from anyone else who's used them, because they're a brand he's not heard of before.
Yeah. If you get their normal decals, you should be okay. If you get their high-tech one, you're in a world of hurt. Their high-tech ones don't have a carrier film. They have a carrier plastic sheet on the back.
Ooh.
So it just puts the decal down, no carrier film around the edge, so it looks more, it's a lot better decal. The problem is, if you got any curved areas, the thick plastic on the back doesn't go around. It cracks. So if it's on flat edges, you'd be fine. If it's anything even slightly curved, you're in trouble. There's a video on YouTube on them if you go and have a look. I think he's a French guy doing two bikes. That sounds wrong. If you go and have a look at the high-tech ones, and yeah, I'd avoid them if possible.
Yeah, I think I watched that film on Friday in hospital.
Oh,
Hello.
got live right now.
Back to Darrell.
That sort of thing, Sam.
Hello.
Back to Darrell, who asks, when Luke Carswell said he was going down the Warhammer 40k route, did Paul Bretland call him a stuck-up rich see you next Tuesday?
No, he called him stinky.
Never say that.
Not yet.
Stinky.
Not live, I don't think. Anyway, Darrell's last question is, heard there was a new company from Poland called Modeller's World with some odd thinners to turn Tamiya XP more brush friendly. Anyone heard of them as a company?
Yeah.
No, and don't bother with that. Just use Tamiya lacquer thinner or Mr. Hobby leveling thinner.
Yep.
Drops.
Yeah, that works. So that company they are fairly new. I've never used any of their stuff, well, not yet, but they do a lot of weathering products, a lot of stuff with dioramas. Their stuff looks really good, and they've got how-to videos on their website with all their products. I think they call it, is it acrylic doctor they call it? So what they're saying is that you can add that to an acrylic paint, like Tamiya, and it makes it a brushable paint.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting, but yeah, I've not used it, so I don't know. But they do some interesting products that I will try at some point.
There you go.
Next you get the consistency right, and it's fine. Yeah, it's end of.
Oh, is that it? We're done.
Sorry.
Yep.
Just before you go on, just picking up, I just noticed Andy in the chats, but primer also lets you see any imperfections before you apply your colour coat, which is also a really good point.
I said that.
Oh, did you? Sorry, Paul.
Okay, don't worry.
Covers the scratches.
It just validates the opinion better.
Yes.
That's his age, Paul.
AIDS?
Oi.
Age is
Oi.
great.
Steady on.
I like age.
Who are you? What's your name?
Say again, son boy.
Pass.
I'll get my hearing trumpet out.
Hang on. I've got mine just here, look.
Leave your trumpet exactly where it is.
Oh.
I was going to say something there, but I thought, no, you don't need back, Sam. Don't say anything.
You don't want Sam blowing your trumpet.
Yeah.
He'd probably end up bloody out. It was all funny.
I'll probably break something, no me.
Right, there we go. Right, Norman.
Yes, mate.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Simon.
Yes.
You ready? Right, Simon's going to get interviewed. If he's going to, I know he's going to put his camera on himself. Hopefully so.
I am.
Hopefully my battery will last long enough to hear.
We can properly spotlight him then and put him in there.
Oh, good looking man.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, I haven't got my glasses on. Hold on.
Oh, ouch.
I thought we were interviewing Simon, not Lee.
Hey.
So I'm going to hand you over to Simon and Norm. Norm's going to give Simon not an interview per se, a Q&A session, I suppose we call it. Simon's been modelling. Well, actually, if you want to Norman's questions asked, I won't ruin them. Simon's been with us now for what, about 6 months, 8 months?
Yeah.
Pretty much since the start of lockdown.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And he's become an integral part of the group, I would say.
Yeah, he has, actually.
He's a very nice guy and decent bloke, and I enjoy spending time with Simon in the afternoon because loads of the other lousy gits don't join, so it's normally me and Simon in here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand over to Norm, who's going to have a list of questions. And there we go.
How are you, Simon?
I'm all right. Oh,
far away, Norm, far away.
All right, are you ready, mate? Nice and relaxed, mate. Right, we'll start with the first question, which is the age-old one. What enticed you into modelling?
Oh, to be honest, I can't remember. I actually started modelling as a kid. And I remember building a couple of kits, and then I didn't model for years and just found it was something to relax. Came back to it a few years ago, found it was something to relax, get away from work and commuting into London and just lock myself away and focus on something totally different for a couple of hours.
Well, you're the typical modeler. Have you painted everything in Humbrol silver?
I've still got some of my early Humbrol paints in the drawer.
I have as well.
I haven't used them, but they're there in case I need them.
I've got a lot of it. Do you actually remember what your first model kit was?
I thought you might ask me this one. So it was on either a monogram or Revel monogram Chevy Blazer. I think certainly was the first car or truck that I built. Or it was an armoured quad carrier. I seem to remember building one of those when I was about 14.
Like you said before, you modelled, then you stopped, then you took up modelling again. Was it like the reason you stopped because of girls or different activities or, work?
No, it certainly wasn't work. I think it was just school at the time. Doing different things, trying different hobbies, finding out what I liked and didn't like, and that was it. You sort of move away, and I came back to it when I first moved to Essex, 25 years ago nearly. Did some modelling then. I actually remember building a Ferrari F189 plus a radio controlled car, and then I stopped again, and then started again, as I say, 2 or 3 years ago.
Do you stick to one particular genre? Are you more inclined to do cars than you're like aircraft or boats or stuff like that?
I've always preferred cars, if I'm honest. Having said that, and particularly F1, but having said that, thanks to you and your T55 group build, I thought I'd have a go at that. And I did that and really enjoyed it because it's just a totally different way of modelling. And I'm now doing my second tank, which is currently in primer behind me, which is my Panzer. And it's just because it's such a different way of modelling to cars, it's a nice break and a relaxation. It's a good way of getting your mojo back as well if you've lost it.
Learn new techniques and different stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because cars I tend to do as if they're showroom ready, and on the tanks and I think I'll probably only stick with tanks, but you learn weathering skills, and as I say, it's a different method of painting because you construct nearly everything first, prime it, paint it, put camouflage on, highlights, lowlights, all of that type of stuff. So yeah, very different.
Right, you've got to the model shop, you're looking for a particular kit, you find it. What actually attracts you to that model that you want to do?
It's got to be something that I like. So either a car genre like F1, a racing car, sports car, a street car. It's got to have potentially color options on it. I like to do a lot out of the box and build stuff that as it comes and the colors that mimic the box art, but I also like to do different stuff. So as most of you guys will know, one of my favorite kits is the AMG GT3, the Mercedes. And it's got so many different schemes with it, and it's such a great kit to build. I'll probably do, well, I've got 5 in my stash already, so I'll continue doing those. So it's just got to be something I really enjoy doing and something that takes my fancy. I'm sure there are kits I've bought in my stash that I'll probably think I'm never going to build those, so they'll probably end up on Fleabay at some time.
Well, this is the next question. Are you put off by building the model that you bought, and is there a particular reason why? Is it just like the number of parts, or it's not molded the way you want it, or you just lost that interest in it?
There are some that I'm probably putting off. I've still got a couple of Italieri kits in my stash, and the 2 that I built, the first one I didn't enjoy. I thought I'd give it another go, and that one ended up in the bin, so they'll probably go at some point. I've got a couple of Hellas in there which I'll probably give another go on, but yeah, there'll be ones like that where I've made a particular brand and it's just not gone together very well. And it has to be really bad for me to say, actually, I'm not going to touch those again.
Yeah, well, I never throw a kit away unless I really have to. Are there many skills that's involved in modelling? What particular one do you find a difficult task to perform on?
Difficult. I think getting, particularly on a car body shell, getting the paint down and the 2K down, and getting a nice even surface and trying not to get too much rubbish in it is probably the hardest part. A lot of other mistakes you can sort of cover up quite easily or go back over quite easily, but having to strip a body and start again can be quite disheartening.
Well, I don't know. Of the many, well, we all build a nice tool collection. We gradually thinking that. Of your tools, which would you say was the one that you really tested you and challenged you?
My tools.
People, I mean, I've got a lad that uses a knife, and every time he uses it, he cuts himself. We're looking like tools like, like sanders where you over sand, or airbrush, learning the technique of an airbrush. Which really one did you find like a difficult sort of thing to master?
Certainly, I guess one of the difficult things I had was moving back from a trigger airbrush to a bottom trigger, like a paint sprayer's airbrush, to one with the button on the top. That was quite tricky. And it took me probably 3 or 4 bodies before I got that right.
Are you put off by aftermarket items that you buy for kids? Do you think they enhance them? I know I mean, a lot of people are put off. Aftermarket's too much of a challenge. Would you be put off by that?
No, not at all. I've got quite a lot of detail up parts, aftermarket parts, PE parts, as I mentioned earlier, particularly for things like F1 kits. I've got just looking at my stash up there, I've got a Williams FW14B, which I'm looking to get the detail upsets for those, because that's one kit I really want to take my time doing and hopefully do a good job of, do it justice. Fantastic car.
Since you started modelling, I mean, probably you started like everybody else with a tray on the knee and stuff like that.
Yep.
What particular sort of technique, how would you think has enhanced your modelling from when you...
Yeah, that's an easy one. Learning to use a spray brush properly, and I think you still learn because you try out different paints, different primers, different thinners, and you know everyone's different and reacts differently, and getting the mixes with thinners and paint right, etc. Can be quite tricky. It can be quite daunting if you're new to the hobby as well, I think.
Yeah, quite destructive as well.
Yeah.
Very. A kit and yeah, I think we will be now.
Yeah.
Well, a controversial question that, you know, a lot of people, you know, oh, do you own a stash and why do you have a stash?
Yes, I do have a stash. I've got a fair few kits in my stash. I like collecting the kits and I try and look out for bargains on eBay and other places. I'm hoping that eventually they will all get built. There are some that, as I said earlier, I probably won't get round to, and they'll end back on eBay. Some of the ones that I've got are actually quite rare, and I've bought things like the honey gold Fujimi GT40. I think I paid 20 quid for it, and if you go and look on eBay now, they're going around £100. So some of them are an investment, which is great.
Yeah. And like I said, kits that go production, if you've got one, you're laughing.
Yeah.
I prefer to have a stash because basically, if you look at the way COVID affected a lot of things, a lot of shops weren't open and you couldn't actually go and get anything. Where I could just go and go, I'll build that one, pull it off, put it there.
Yeah.
Many people don't have a stash. Yeah, the people that don't have a stash are probably sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
Well, it's not just that. I think somebody asked a question earlier in the chat about you know, what you do next, and for me, having a stash gives me much more choice. So if I complete a build and I think, oh, I don't want to do another one of those for a bit, I can turn to something else like a street car or an F1 car. And also having that stash allows me to sort of plan ahead a little bit on the PE and the aftermarket stuff that I might need.
I'm a first time to the hobby. I've never done it before, and I've come and asked your advice. What would be your advice to me as a first time model?
Don't be put off by going into any groups and asking questions. We all learn from asking each other. It's one of the virtues of joining a hangout. We're all there in the afternoons or during the day and in the evenings. And I'm sure I've asked what appears to be stupid questions to some of you guys. And you know, you should never be afraid to do that and just keep learning and enjoy it, and don't worry about what other people are building. Build for you and just you, and as long as you're happy with the result, then that should be you know, should be rewarding enough.
Like I say, I think it was another interview when we did one where somebody said the best advice would be start with your tools. You can get a kit, start building your tools up. When you've got a good tool selection, then start going in with your kits. Because
you need to get a helmet magnifier for sure.
Yeah, helmet magnifier.
Yeah.
I'd agree, but not everyone can afford to get the most expensive tools. And I think, you know, this is where it's about building for yourself and learn and build your technique and collect stuff over time. But if you enjoy it, don't let those things put you off. Just stick at it and do what you can with what you've got. You know, you've got a lot of tools that you probably don't realize already in your house that you could use.
Yeah, I actually make my own tools from cheap stuff.
There you go.
All my chisels are all made from...
We can't see you, Norm, so you realise that, don't you?
Oh, well, as I said, I buy, you know, them cheap dental stuff that you get on the markets for a couple of quid and all that.
Yeah.
And I make the chisel. I got a sharpener down there, and I use it to make chisels and all sorts out of cheap stuff. Next question. Hold on. What would you say? I mean, modeling's changed. I mean, since I started doing it, some of the other lads, you know, way back. What would you say to date has been the biggest impact on modelling? What has really, you know, like just whacked modelling out there and brought it to the masses?
I just think there's so much more choice now than when I was a kid. You know, you mentioned Humbrol paints earlier. When I was a kid, it was down to the local hobby shop, get a kit, some Humbrol paints, some thinners and a paintbrush, and off you go. And now you look at the range of paints and washes and weathering materials and everything that's available and tools, etc. You know, that's only a benefit because it just gives you much more choice and the technology's there. When I was a kid, you never heard of airbrushes. I'm sure they were around, but nobody had them when we were all modelling together. So that's another great tool to have, and they're affordable now.
Yeah. Would you say that, like, you know, did you used to buy magazines, like the Airfix magazine used to be out?
No.
No.
There's certainly not magazines I can talk about on here.
What about
I wasn't just any of that.
I was just waiting for someone else to say it before I did.
But did you ever source out reference materials from libraries and books and stuff like that?
No, I tended to rely on box art and stuff like that. Not as a kid, as I've got older, and obviously with the availability of the internet and the ease of getting information now, if I'm doing a build, I'll go and get as many reference photographs of a model kit as I can before I start to build it. And even during the build, I'll look, if I come across a part and think, oh, I can't see that on what I've already got, I'll go and see if I can find it. So I can get more detail, more information. And Mr. Google's a great source of all of that, of course.
Oh, definitely. My favorite thing that is.
Yeah.
Are you afraid to tackle an expensive kit?
Not afraid, no. I would take a lot of time doing it, and I think it depends on the kit, but it's one of those things that I probably start, do a bit, and then put aside. So I mentioned the FW14B earlier. It's not something I build in one go. Let me put it like that. I do a bit. Right, I'll put that away. I'm happy with what I've done. Go and do something else for a little while, and then come back to it and build it over a longer period.
Is there a phrase that you've ever heard in modeling that you really, you know, gets to you? Mine is when people say I can't do a kit justice. It's plastic in a box. What justice does it need?
Yeah, I think most people can do, you know, it goes back to what I said earlier, most people can do a kit justice as long as you're happy with what you've done. That's all that matters. I think the one, I don't know, there's nothing that really winds me up. I think sometimes when people say a kit's too hard or I could never do that, I think the answer is give it a go. Just take your time, give it a go. 9 times out of 10, unless you really make a mess of something, most things are recoverable.
Yeah. I'm of the opinion if you can glue 2 bits of plastic together, there's not a single kit out there you can't tackle.
No,
that's the wooden.
Unless the wooden, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the wooden kit. But no, I mean, even the car body, which, you know, is probably less forgiving than some other builds and genres. You know, if you make a mess of it, and I've done it several times, you just stick it in a bath of .3, strip it back and start again.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'd advise people if special hobby kits, special hobby, you need to work at them. They're not just out the box, you know, and stick together. You've got to work on every single part. Port will tell you.
Yeah.
But they can be thoroughly enjoyable builds.
Yeah, good fun.
Yeah.
Even you know, they may be stressful, but you can really learn a lot from these kits. Massive amount. Oops. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say I agree, Norm, because that new kit, the BMW M6 I just did, you know, I learned a lot from that. It wasn't the best fit, but the detail on it and some of the parts on it were fantastic. And I've got 3 or 4 more in the stash, and there's a few more that I want. So I'm not going to give up on new because, you know, at the end of the day, you can make a really good model out of them. Well, as good as I like anyway.
Do you attend model shows, or have you ever attended one?
I will go. Yeah, I have done. I go and visit because I'm not just. Whilst I prefer to build cars than anything else, I love going and seeing anything in scale, and I go to model railway exhibitions, model shows. I was really looking forward to going to Telford this year for the first time. Unfortunately, a bit gutted that we can't go now.
Yeah, it is. It's a phenomenal place to go to. It really is.
Yeah. I'd spend hours looking around. I just love anything that's really well put together and the detail that goes into it, like some of the stuff we've seen tonight on the channel.
Mm. Would you ever consider being a judge at a model show?
Yeah, if I was asked to, I probably would. Yeah, I think I'd give it a go. Why not?
Like I said, well, I've judged, Jim's judged. It's a totally different, you know, you've got to have a different mindset. It's,
yeah,
you've got to be impartial to whatever you like. So
yeah,
if you like the BMW and there's one on the table, you've got to be impartial to it, you know, and you do different stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest, and I say the massive biggest change that's ever into the hobby is because this hobby's been so solitude for a lot of years, for a lot of modelers, is the internet. The internet has exploded this hobby just, you know, phenomenally.
Yeah.
Because now, although you're now a member of the Hangouts, you've now got other people where if you were further back, you modeled solitude. Would you say that is a great way to learn extras, to make new friends, new thingies, and this, that, and the other? So would you say the internet would be is one of the biggest things ever happened to this hobby?
Oh yeah, undoubtedly. Not just for making new friends. I mean, the Hangouts are great, but for researching material for a particular build, the photographs up there are fantastic. And I mean, you can go back and look at stuff for years and years and years. You've got lots of great tutorials and video builds on there. And a lot of people learn better when they're watching someone else do something rather than being told. So yeah, two brilliant resources out there now. Fantastic.
Plus, it's far easier now to contact companies, this, that, and the other.
Yep.
It's all to see what's coming, because the old days was like buy a magazine and look down what was to be released once every bi-monthly. You know, the internet, it's what a tool, what an awesome tool.
Yeah, and I agree. And most of the stuff that I buy now is online. I've got a local model shop and I go and top up on a few bits and pieces, but it's a railway model shop that's not really got the stuff I want. But nearly everything I buy is online, and you know, I don't think you should feel afraid to do that as long as you're paying by card or PayPal.
You're now hearing a lot about 3D printers and resin printers and stuff like this. Do you think it's got a place within the modeling community?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Dan will tell you we've had quite a long chat about it, and I'm contemplating buying one at the moment, as much to make aftermarket parts and detail pieces for the kits that I build. So yeah, watch this space. But yeah, definitely got a place. There's some great stuff out there, some great things you can build. There's a lot, it just provides you with a lot more choice.
Do you tend to follow trends in modeling? You know, people say, oh, this range of paint's the best I've ever used, and this, that, and the other, or do you tend to wait until a while after it's been produced to see whether there's any flaws come out with it?
I like to try new stuff when it's out, if I can. It doesn't mean to say I'll go out and buy 100 bottles or something. I like to try new stuff. I think it's good to try new stuff. But I like a lot of the tried and tested stuff that's out there. I've still got quite a big range of Mr. Colour paints. I've also got new LP paints, which I like. You know, zero paints I've got loads of, but I also like the gravity paint. So, you know, it just depends on what I need for the job in hand. But yeah, it's good to try new products.
Are your family very supportive of your hobby?
They don't have any choice.
Nice.
So no, they are. I mean, it's, you know, they know that if I've had a bad day at the office or I need some space, if I come up here, then they'll just leave me be, and they're happy with that. So
yeah, because my wife supported my hobby all these years. It's the only way she gets rid of me. What would be your ultimate kit? Has it gone off? Hold on a minute. I think Si's locked up, isn't
he? It makes it more difficult to do and takes the pleasure out. Sorry?
Sorry. Hold on, mate. You're locked up there. Are you back now?
I see. Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. What would be your ultimate kit? What particular item would it be, and why?
I've already mentioned it tonight. It's the Williams Renault FW14B. It's an iconic racing car. I'm a massive Williams fan. I have been for a very long time. And it was one of the greatest advancements in F1 over the period. It's one of the best cars ever built. So that for me is my iconic kit, and that's the one I want to get the detail upsets and spend a lot of time on, but over a longer period.
Have you ever?
That's the one kit I'm nervous about screwing up, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that was the next question. Have you ever got to a build that you really enjoyed, and all of a sudden you've made an ultimate error that you can't repair?
There's a couple where probably there's a couple where I've made a bit of a mess of it and had to abandon the kit. One of them was a Lamborghini Marera that I built, and I just couldn't get it to go together. So in the end, it ended up in the bin.
Yeah, we've all done it, mate. We've all been there. I don't think the model can say you've never ever done something like that.
Yeah, no. If anyone says they haven't done anything like that, I'm not sure I believe them. We've all done it, and you just have to admit defeat sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what you learn from it for the next one.
Now, we all call them man caves, and some people have got tremendous ones. People just got like a thing on there. What influenced you in sort of the design of yours? What particular were you looking for? Like a spray booth area, build area, stash area, paint area?
It was more a sort of a bench with a spray booth next to it. So where I am, I'm actually facing my spray booth now, and my left, which is probably back to front for you guys, is my main bench area where I do everything else. So it's quite a compact space, but I've got everything around me that I need. And it was a spare room in the house, in the loft, that was just handy to do that in.
So it was like no particular order. You didn't think I'll have my spray booth, the spray booth paints, build, whatever tools. So it was just like how you wanted it to be. So it was like within reach.
Yeah, it was probably a little bit of both, Neil, to be honest. It was how can I make it so that everything's in reach, and given the limited space I've got, work best with that, so that I haven't got to go down to the garage or something like that for a spray booth. So I've got a bench vent that vents out of the window above me. It works nicely, and it just happens to be in the same area that I do the rest of my modelling.
Now, the Hangouts.
Yeah.
What is your actual opinion, and would you advise the Hangouts to anybody else? Because we can be brutal in there, as you may well know. But we're also like a band of brothers as well. We look after each other extremely well. It's a sort of inviting you gentlemen into my space. You're inviting me into your space. Would you recommend sort of that sort of thing to other modelers to, rather than being, like I say, solitude? Would you recommend that they start looking at this sort of thing to help them along within the hobby?
Yeah, most definitely. Look, let's be honest. When you first think about joining a hangout, it can be a little bit daunting because it's a bunch of people that know each other very well, clearly, and there's a lot of banter that goes on. And it takes a while to get into that. And as you get to know people, you understand that it's exactly as you described. It's a band of brothers, and everybody takes the mickey a little bit, but ultimately everyone gets on and looks after each other. So for me, I've made a lot of good friends, I think, over the last 6 months or so. I've had a lot of silly questions answered, got a lot of information out of the guys, and you put in what you get out, and vice versa. And if you sit here on your own with no hangout in the background, it can be quite lonely. But if you've got the hangout in the background, even if you're not speaking all the time, and sometimes we're on the hangouts and there are quiet moments while people are spraying or doing other bits and pieces, if only 2 or 3 of you on, you know that there's someone there modelling with you, even though they might be 2,000 miles away in the States or Australia. So for that, it's quite a good camaraderie and it's quite good companionship, particularly, I think, as we've gone through lockdown where people probably have lacked a lot of company.
Yeah.
And again, this is a great invention that we've got now from the internet for the modelling community, because we can interact this way.
Right. And then for your final question, where do you see yourself, let's say, 10 years' time? What would you like to get out of the hobby? Would you like to enter a competition and win one, or, you know, become an advisor on a particular subject, or learn as much as you can? You know, well, we're forever learning, so you cannot really class that as a question. But where would you see yourself in 10 years' time?
I like to continue with learning. That's what I do it for. And there's always a new challenge around the corner. I'd like to see a lot of my stash built and some of the bigger kits and the F1 kits. Some of those I've been putting off because I don't want to make a mess of them. So I want to get some of my skills a bit more perfected. But yeah, I enjoy it and I do it for me. So I just want to continue doing what I'm doing and enjoying it. And if that means taking a break for a couple of weeks and doing something totally different, and then so be it. But I can't see I'll go away from doing this. I'll just continue doing it.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's our breakaway, and it's what it's also, I see this as a breakaway for myself as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can be so stressed out, you can go in the hangout, you may not be in there, but you start modeling and you just, everything vanishes.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Totally agree. It's a good way of relaxing, and it's a good way of keeping the brain a bit active, keeping your dexterity going. So yeah. Well,
thank you, Simon. I enjoyed that interview, mate. Any guys got any questions for Simon?
I could think of one or two, but I'll probably leave him alone, to be honest. Anyone else?
Anybody else?
No.
Would anybody in chat like to ask Simon a question? Just type it in.
A couple of people asking to see Simon's stash, but that might not be viable.
Not tonight.
I've done a search on ISM for Simon, and it's come up with the majority of his builds since he first started, which we could put some pictures up if people wanted to.
Yeah, I could take some pictures of my stash and post them as well. That's not a problem.
Simon will take some pictures of his stash and post them tomorrow, and maybe do a post of all his finished builds in.
I'll try and do that as well. Yeah.
Just take a picture.
Details for every hit, though, yeah, please.
No.
Oh dear. You won't find out from me anyway.
No, I certainly don't mind taking some pictures of my stash. I'll put those up, and I'll try and take some pictures of some of the finished builds.
Cool.
Well, I've got a question for you.
Go for it.
Did that rash ever clear up?
I don't know. As you gave it me, you told me what I needed.
I was worried. I need to take care of myself. Alan's worried.
I have a question.
Go for it.
So you said earlier when Norman asked you about judging, you said if you were asked.
Yep.
Why would you have to be asked? Is there a way that you could just volunteer to get into it?
You have to be part of a club usually for the IPMS in the UK. The organisers will go to the clubs and ask the clubs to give them put forward two people to be judges within that setting. Just how it was.
No, if I was asked on here to do something, or if I went to my local, I know there's a local model club where I live. If I went there, then yeah, there's an opportunity to volunteer, Jim, and I would do. I've got no problem doing that.
No, I was just curious because I don't know how it works over there. I mean, we're begging for people to do it over here.
Yeah,
so I was just kind of curious. That's interesting that each model club puts up two to judge and.
Yeah. So you have a show, so you have all the club stands, and the organisers will go around to each club stand and say, we need two people to do the cars. We need this group. Who have you got who can do what? And then behind that, they'll shuffle around a bit, and people will scurry away, and a few will go, well, I can look at armour and be a bit of a judge. I can be armour as well. Two of us will go up and do armour.
Interesting. Okay.
See the way
we have a process for everything, Jim.
The way we've done it with our club for the last 2 years is I do particularly aircraft and helicopters. Other guys do armor. Other guys do cars. What they'll actually do is they'll take me and they'll probably put me on cars to judge cars in another category where I know nothing about. They'll take the guy who knows armor and put him on aircraft, which he knows nothing about. So we don't give the guys what the particular their genre of building is. We give them a different subject to judge on.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, actually.
That way, it's based on what actually is on the table in front of them, not on what they perceive as, like, oh, I love the Sherman, and the Sherman's going to win it. So everybody's given a different subject, not particular to what they do.
Yeah,
and it works very well. It's worked very well for the last couple of years.
Very interesting.
I can't else? Whoever says they'll do it, whoever's behind the table and says, yeah, I'll do it. And then the people who are organising it, we've got this group, this group, this group. All right, I know something about that one. There you go. We'll just put ourselves forward.
Thank you very much, Simon.
Most people usually scurry away when there's people asking for to get that, isn't it? You just turn around and go, "Oh, volunteer." Oh, where's everyone gone?
Nice minute ago. Good interview, mate.
No problemo. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Are you going to join your local IPMS club then?
Sorry?
Do you think you'll join your local IPMS club?
I don't know if it's an IPMS one. I know there's I live in Chelmsford. It's a Chelmsford Model Club.
Sure,
I don't know.
Yeah, usually IPMS, I believe.
Yeah, I'll say there used to be a few MAFA around, but I don't think you see a huge amount of them anymore. It's mainly IPMS clubs now.
I've never been inclined to, because, as you guys will know, not everyone else will. I up until recently, up until beginning of lockdown, I worked in London, and by the time you get home 7 or 8 o'clock on a night, you don't really want to be traipsing out again, particularly in winter. Now I've got more time, it might be something I consider.
Yeah. Your local clubs can be quite an interesting and good place to learn new stuff and watch sometimes, and not being trying to be rude, but also see a lot of what the older generation of modelers do. You'll hear a lot of the word, future is the problem. Future would fix that.
Yeah.
That a lot there. That's why
actually, your local model club, Chelmsford, is the Horse and Groom Public House, Horse and Groom Lane, Greenwell. Was that Gallywood?
Well, yeah, I have actually been there once. One of the guys in the local model shop persuaded me to go along, and I went and had a look. But as I said, the problem was is just work. Didn't agree with it at the time, but it's something actually I might revisit now.
Yeah, it is IPMS as well.
Yeah, okay. I thought it might.
You don't have to be an IPMS member to go to the IPMS clubs. You don't actually have to do that yearly membership thing. You don't have to do that to go along to it.
I am a member anyway, but
yeah.
There you
go. All right, cool.
But yeah, I know I did. I was invited along, and it was all right. They had some good stuff there. So,
fellas,
nice.
Cool. Yeah, people saying good interview. Nappy Rash, indeed. Simon's good to have someone intelligent on.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah. And there we are. I think we'll leave your section for next week, Tim.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Just, yes.
You're knackered?
I'm absolutely wasted today. I didn't sleep very well last night.
Thanks for all the comments, guys, as well, in the chat. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Don't forget, we're live on Sunday, 9:30 for a couple of hours. If you're around, pop in. Say hello.
I think I might actually be around this Sunday.
Ooh.
I don't think there's going to be any football.
We'll do it Monday instead then.
That area, I wouldn't want to be here anyway.
No. Hopefully, I'll get that Impala video up tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Hope being well.
Oh, I should watch that.
Huh?
I'll watch that.
Yeah, of course you will.
I've got the kit and I like the kit, so.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'd watch.
Excellent. What colour are you going to do it, Tim?
I was thinking like this bluey green sort of colour. I don't know. No idea.
That's it. As always, check out Ancestor Scale Model Facebook page and forum, umpretail.com, where you can buy all your modelling goodies from, kits, paints, tools, primers, washes, you name it, we've got it. Check out the live events page for all the info on the live show, the Off Air Hangout group for the links to join us off air, should you wish. Check out my Paul ISM Facebook page, where all my modelling work is shared. And check out Luke's YouTube channel, Black Rifle Model Works. You can go over there and have a look at some of Luke's builds as well. And that's it. So thank you everyone for watching tonight. We will catch you on Sunday and next Friday. Don't forget about the Monster Heroes auction. If you've got anything you want to donate, go to the Monster Heroes website, look for the address on there, post after Malcolm and his crew, and make sure you put on their ISM auction, and it will get auctioned off on the night. I think we're easily going to have over 50 lots that night. It's going to be a busy night. And hopefully we make a ton of money, as always. And there we go. Matt Bale's in the chat. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey. Join one night, mate. We haven't seen you in ages.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah. And there we go. We shall see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, people.
Bye. Cheers all.
Cool.